Hello, hello, my friends. My name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant medium who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And I am here today doing readings live on the internet. So if you're interested in a reading right now, I'm offering some freebies. If you're interested in a freebie, just go ahead and put your name and the topic matter in the comment section below, and you may be receiving a free reading here live today. Now, the only way to guarantee your reading is by submitting a donation of $15 if you are interested in a 5-minute reading. Otherwise, right now we are doing freebies. Name and topic is all you need to do. Hi, Sylvia. And also with the donated readings, you have an option. You can choose psychic readings, which is a card reading. You can do a mediumship reading, which is I connect with somebody who's passed away in the spiritual realm. And I also do human design readings. So when you are doing donated readings, you can have any option of those 3 readings. And again, it's all for 5 minutes. But right now we are doing free readings. All you have to do is put your name and the topic matter in the comment section below, and you may be receiving a free reading. Hi, Carly. Thank you, Sylvia, already for killing the likes, girl. Thank you so much. Carly, also thank you for the likes. Thank you, you guys. I really appreciate it. It really matters here. So, Carly, it looks like you were looking for a free reading potentially because you put your name in a sunflower. So, are you wanting a free reading right now? What's the topic matter? Name and topic. And I'm a little tired today, guys, so please forgive me if I'm not up here. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Georgia. Let's see what's going on for Carly. Ooh, I don't know if you guys saw that. That was kind of gross. All right, Spirit, what does Carly need to know? Spirit, what does our friend Carly need to know? What does Carly need to know? What's going on? I'm going to do one more shuffle because it feels right. There. Ooh, thank you, Spirit, for being here. Hell yeah, dude. All right, Carly, my friend, you at the bottom of the deck have the abundance card, the 9 of Pentacles. This is a card of saying like you planted the seed and now you are taking in the reward. You're harvesting what that seed brought forth. So this is very, very wonderful. A lot of yellow in this card, a lot of success in this card. So let's see what's going on. Wow, there could be a partnership coming in for you, whether it's love, business, friendship. It has to do with anything else, partnership-based, relationship-based, because it's a broad term. But this is something that's going to be really beautiful. It's a karmic gift that you're going to be receiving when you receive this partnership. Again, it's abundant. This partnership is going to be abundant. It could bring in money. So again, it could be a business partnership because we have a lot of pentacles. It could be an emotional relationship because the 2 of Cups is emotions. Cups in general is emotion. But this is looking good. So there's something karmic that you're going to get with a relationship involved. Thank you, Alicia, for the FYP hashtag. Black Witch Tarot is good. I haven't seen that one, so I'm sure it's beautiful, though. I'm sure it's beautiful. I downloaded a dating app, freaked out, and deleted it. Well, be careful on those apps, okay? Because the apps are, thank you for reposting, Sylvia, but the apps are, they're just garbage, to be honest. There's nothing good out there. It really seems like everyone on those apps are just there to hook up or to show you their dick. That's what those apps want to do. They just want to show you their dick. They're chomping at the bit. All right, Georgia, so it looks like you're asking a question in regards to your aunt and your mom, or your sister and your mom, but honestly, because I don't have their permission, I don't have their consent to read into their energy, I am not going to be able to do that reading here today. I have to have consent by the people I'm reading before I tap into their energy. Facts, LOL, just being patient. You're so right. Doesn't mean it's not, you can't find someone. I did find a 6-year relationship who I did get engaged to on one of those apps, the one that starts with T. But yeah, I mean, that didn't work out either. So, all right. So Alicia's asking, will everything be okay? So let's see what's going on with Alicia. Bunch of frogs there. LOL. Right. You just be careful which ones you kiss. Some give you warts. Some give you a prince. All right, Spirit. What does Alicia need to know? Will everything be just what does Alicia need to know about being okay? What does Alicia need to know about being okay? Spirit, what does Alicia need to know about being okay? Let's see what's going on. All right, girl, you got to get your confidence up. Got to get your confidence up. She is the Empress. The Empress is the mother of tarot, but she's also confident. She knows her worth and she knows her value. Thank you, Carly, for sharing. So just know, like, you know your worth and know your value. You're the one that dictates what that is. Nobody else dictates that. Only you. Okay. And you tell other people what your worth and value is. If they don't recognize it, or they say, no, that's not, you think too highly of yourself. Bitch, you're not for me. You're not for me. You're not my real friend. Okay. If you don't see what I bring to the table, you don't see my value. Why are you here? Period. So don't let anyone tell you what your value is. You dictate that. All right. Let's see what's going on. Everything's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Yes, there's going to be some growing pains, but I already feel like you're out of the woods. The more that you have your confidence up, the better you're going to be. You have the Page of Cups. There's something new coming in for you that has to do with intuition, relationships, emotions, or creativity. So just know, this is something that is going to be okay, because you got the Ace of Pentacles here as well. Thank you, Carly, for sharing. The Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning, that one that's going to be sturdy and strong, bring in financial income, whether it's a new job, a new or a secondary line of income, or a new house, a new car, a new whatever it might be. There is something new that is coming in that is going to be very, very lucrative for you and going to be very stable for you. Hi, Yaneli. So I do hope that helps there. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. I mean, this looks like a huge sun, right? And the sun is the most perceived positive sign you can have. Thank God I have court tomorrow with my mom suing her for my house. So I think you're going to be just fine. I think, like, what these cards are saying to me is that you're going to be just fine. Okay. So let me know what happens. Alrighty, guys, we are still doing some freebies at this time. So go ahead and put your name and the topic matter in the comments section below, and you may be receiving a free reading. You're welcome. Not a problem, Alicia. Yes, human design is one of the services that I offer. Human design is my favorite modality to do. It is a $15 donation reading for that specific reading. It's a chart reading all about your energy. All right, Samantha, let's see what you need to know about your daughter's autism diagnosis. For Samantha. Spirit, what does Samantha need to know about their daughter's autism diagnosis? Spirit, what does Samantha need to know about their daughter's autism diagnosis? Spirit, what does Samantha need to know about their daughter's autism diagnosis? Thanks for hashtagging me FYP there, Carly. First, before I read these cards, right? The way my body feels, it feels really stressed, but I have to relearn things. Like, that's the thing, is like me, the mom, I have to relearn things. Thank you, Yaneli, for the heart me. So just know, like, that is something that I feel like I need to do. Like, it is my responsibility to change my behaviors so that my daughter will have a better environment in order to express her behaviors and to learn how to cope and any coping mechanisms they need to learn. Keely, thank you so much. I got you. You're going to be the first person on the list today. Thank you, Keely. So we do have the 10 of Pentacles. I do think everything's going to be fine. There is abundance here. This is financial security, emotional security. You feel like a safe place to me. You feel like a safe place. With this card, what I'm looking at, you feel like a safe place. So you can get it. Okay. You're going to be okay. It's a learning curve. It's going to be a new normal. Hi, Frenchie. Makes so much sense. Yeah. like you're nervous. I see the nervousness right here, right? Where it's like, do I do this or do I do that? I'm kind of stuck in this crossroads of like how I need to navigate. I'm blindfolding myself because my emotions are taking over. And thank you, Jennifer, for the heart me. Instead of recognizing, like, okay, I need to relearn how to communicate effectively. I need to relearn how to convey my ideas in a more simpler way. Or I need to relearn, like, whatever we were talking about, right? This is to me is like, I'm stressed out, but I can do it. Your mindset is holding you back. That's what the Sphinxes are here, okay? The Sphinxes are the lore of the Sphinx, I'm sorry, is telepathic. They speak to you telepathically. It's your mind. But you have everything you need because that magician's wand is right there. This is the magician. You see her wand right there. So you have everything you need. You have the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles, the growth of abundance, constant access to it, love, power, success, innocence, protection. You got everything. I don't want you for a moment to think that you can't handle this. You can. You can absolutely handle this. And I feel like you're going to be better for it. Like you're going to be like slower to react. You're going to be nicer. You're going to be kinder. You're going to be somebody who understands like redirection and how redirection works and how to, just sympathize in an even deeper capacity. So this is something that is honestly beautiful. And I think your daughter's going to be just fine because she has you. She has you. Okay. So I do hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your, no, you didn't submit a donation, but thank you for getting your free reading here today and submitting your question. I really appreciate it. And if you guys are interested in a reading, we have started the donated reading process at this time. Keely, you are next here. Thank you for submitting your $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. If you're interested in this reading, I do psychic readings, mediumship, and human design readings, and I also record them. No, that's not it. There we go. This is a link, just FYI. But that's where I record them. So you can always rewatch it. Thank you. It gave me so much reassurance. Thank you so much. I needed your words, to hear your words. Oh, you're so welcome, Samantha. Anytime, I got you. And if you want to stop in any other time, feel free to do so. I got you. Alrighty, so Keely, I know she's just doing a check-in, but I just want to make sure she's here. I want to make sure before we start any readings that she is present for it. We're doing a check-in with the guides. All right, Keely. So are you doing a check-in with the guides as in you want to like connect with your guides, or are you wanting to do a general reading with the cards? Because a spirit guide reading is where I channel messages from your spirit guides. But we can also do that with the cards and ask them like general, because I'm always speaking to your guides. Connect with my guides, please. Okay, so we are going to do a spirit guide reading. Let's see what's going on. Thank you, Jennifer. I got you. And then Carly says, Melody is always a beautiful light in this world. Thank you so much, Carly. I really appreciate you. All right, let's see what's going on. Keely, your reading is going to be able to, the timestamp for your reading is 14 minutes. That was words I couldn't say. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit, this is for Keely. Getting in contact with Keely's guides. Keely's guides. I'm so sorry. I just have like a tickle in my throat all of a sudden. But I do see an older man here. He kind of has like wild, crazy white hair. He's coming forth. I don't know if we've talked about him yet. This might be a new guide that came through that we haven't gotten a chance to talk about. Unless he sounds familiar, let me know. But this makes me feel like it's a new guide. New to me. Okay, wonderful. low key. He gives me like mad scientist guy like vibes where he's just willing to experiment. He's willing to try things. He's willing to do the hard work to learn something new. This is a guy that's very into learning, very into science, very into nature. I really like him a lot. He's just truly misunderstood. He just feels very misunderstood to me. Like when I say mad scientist, it just like to me that's a misunderstanding of like who he is. He's just somebody who's very passionate about learning. It really feels that way. So you might have like a learning bug in you where you feel like I need to learn things, or I get really hyper fixated on learning something, or I do deep dives on things. Keely says, love it. Kaz, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that. Definitely matches me. So don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to explore. I don't think you are. I think I like the way I feel about when I think about you exploring things like with this guide, I get like this sense of excitement, like this unrest. Like I have to find the answer. I have to get down to brass tacks. I have to get to the root understanding of this. And to me, it just feels fun. And my brain feels like connected to like puzzles and like figuring things out and like doing problem solving techniques and stuff like that. So keep your mind active in this way because this feels very connected to who you are. And I really love that here. Ooh, I see a tiger guide. As she was playing with my tiger eye, that's very interesting. This guide to me is just, they feel peaceful to me. They feel peaceful. They feel stealthy. They feel like they're always lying in wait. Like they're not the ones making the noise, but they'll get up and do some shit when the noise is there though. Like they're not somebody who's going to fall back or feel afraid. Like this is also like bravery, but like not stupid bravery. Like I feel like I have stupid bravery where I'm just doing things without thinking about it, where this is very calculating the risks to me. Like, is it worth revealing myself because I'm in the long grass right now and I could strike if I wanted to, but is it the right timing? Is everything in the right places? So this feels very calculated, but it's like lying in wait. So I think this is like the gathering of information and then waiting to use that information in the right terms, in the right ways. You got Salem, by the way. You got a Salem butt. So you got luck on your side. And plus we're talking about a large cat. He is a big cat, but he's not tiger status. I feel like your guides have been like, you've been really active with your guides. Either you talk to them a lot, I feel like you're communicating with them a lot. I feel like you're actively talking to them. Let me know if that makes sense for you. But I just feel like I'm very like linked with my guides. I feel like I'm trying to really connect to my guides. I feel like you're going to do a meditation that you end up falling asleep and your guides are going to come greet you in your sleep. Sensing changes lately, and these two are powerful in the change. The links make sense, and yes, I try to follow their lead. I want you to do a meditation session where you are laying down, okay? Just laying down on your back and just kind of like sprawled out on the floor or your bed. It doesn't matter. You do better on the floor. But I just want you to relax enough to like, you're in between like the dreamlike state and reality. You might end up falling asleep, but I really feel like I'll have a better connection with them in that state as of now. Like they're breaking through. I love that you're talking to them. I feel more powerful. I feel more connected. I feel like I'm on my way, Keely. So I feel like you're doing all the right things. I think you're doing all the right things. Keep learning, okay? That mad scientist vibe is just keep learning everything you can, and wait for the right times to use them. Hey, Sayla, what up, girl? But I hope that made sense there, Keely. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks so much, lovely lady. You're very welcome, Keely, anytime. Thanks again for your $15 donation. I really appreciate it. And guys, we do have Jennifer right now, or Jen. And if you're interested in a reading for 5 minutes, you want a psychic reading, you want a mediumship reading, or a human design reading, now is the time. Human design with Melody is what this is. So if you want to check that out, that's the first link. Otherwise, you can use this one or that one in order to submit your $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. All right, so let's go ahead. And Jen, where are you, my darling? What type of reading are we doing? And don't forget, Keely, you can watch that at any time. All right, let's do a card reading today. Perfect. What's the topic? Are you just seeing what Spirit wants you to know? That's called a general reading. Are you wanting to do love? Because I believe before we started the donated, you had was one of the last people to ask, if you were doing freebies, I could do love. But we started the donated readings right after that. So do you want love? You want general? You want a different topic? What's going on? And Sylvia, you are killing it, girl. Thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate you. Truly, I do. General might give me more insight. Okay, let's see what's going on for Jen. Your timestamp, Jen, is 22 minutes. And I don't know why I said it like that, but there you go. Spirit makes me burp for anyone who's new here. I heard kick rocks immediately, so let's see what that's about. For Jen, Spirit, what does Jen need to know? Spirit, what does Jen need to know? Spirit, what does Jen need to know? Gilded Valley, thank you for the tiny dinies. Aurora. Tiny dinies get tiny roars. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to do... Ooh, I feel very stimulated. Sienna, thank you for the follow. I feel very stimulated. I feel like my bicep specifically, my right bicep in particularly, is way stimulated. I feel kind of like pulled over here, pushed over here. So I feel like there's several things happening. The burp and earned my follow. Oh, thank you so much. But it just feels like there's a lot of moving parts with whatever's going on. It doesn't feel super simple to me. It feels like there's a complication in some way. I don't know. I just feel overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed. Let's see what's going on. She goes, oh, yeah. So we do have the Sayla, I got you. Thank you so much, my love. Oh, my goodness. Gilded Valley, thank you so much. Thank you for getting us to our live goal. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. And roar, tiny dinies get tiny roars. The Knight of Pentacles is a card of saying stability, strength, success. It's not really going at so many roars. I'm not going to do 95, unfortunately. But like this is something that to me is very strong-willed, very like on their way to being stable. This is the only horse in tarot or knight in tarot that's not moving, but all knights are fire and earth together can actually bloom something beautiful. Sometimes we need a controlled fire in order to let things bloom. You literally got 3 out of the 4 knights, including the bottom here. So there's a lot going on here. This is how I'm feeling. I'm really overwhelmed. So, but you know what? You have a lot of luck on your side. I kind of want to switch these over because we have a 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is saying like, I had to walk away from a situation. I'm fire sign, husband is earth. Like I had to walk away from something. And when I walk away from something here, and this is making me feel out in the cold and desolate, why I have to walk away is because I'm not being seen. I'm not being recognized. The warmth has potentially burnt out. try to push a horse that doesn't want to move and you feel how crowded the horse is. 100%. But the Wheel of Fortune is here. Like, the more you move out, the more you say, like, I don't like what I'm feeling here. I don't care what is happening, but I don't like how I'm being received here. Walking away is going to allow you to have this luck. The Wheel of Fortune is luck. Period. It's either you learned your lesson and you've moved on and now the wheel is turning in your favor, or you haven't yet learned your lesson and you're going to be repeating the same lesson over and over and over. All right. So it depends on how you take this lesson. Did you learn it? Did you feel recognized? Do you feel like your needs are being met? Or do you feel like you're out in the cold and desolate still and you're okay with being here? Remember, we accept the kind of love we deserve. And that is not a quote that I did. That's a quote from Perks of Being a Wallflower. But the five of Swords is here. I learned it. I promise. I left the narcissism, found my soulmate. Yes, queen. Because we're taking our power back, right? The Five of Swords is the take your power back card. Now, we do have conflict. The fives are conflict. We got 2 fives and 3 knights, and the knights are ready to go. They're ready for battle. So you're ready to take on the next thing because you took your power back. You left the narcissist, and now you found somebody who is so great for you, your soulmate. But soulmates can be here for a short time. Just FYI. I'm not saying that yours is. I'm just saying, like, you left a situation, luck turned on your side. Now you're taking your power back. But just so you know about soulmates, they can be here for a lifetime. Absolutely, they can. But some are here for a short time. Now, we do have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of action here. This is the second fastest moving card, and this card is literally ready. They're ready to take it on. They're ready to take on the battle, the confrontation. They're ready to fight for what they want. Again, fire on fire, air and fire. Air and fire makes fire go right? So be very, very careful. Thank you, Mari. About what you say or the actions that you take. Make sure you say what you mean and you mean what you say. Make sure the actions you take are the intentional actions you want, because you're going to be moving forward because you're ready for it. You're ready to take on new stability, new things that are going to bring strength and stability into your life. And also, there's a lot of power between all of these horses. Horsepower, like literally, that's why we named cars horsepower, because we used to ride horses like cars and we could only calculate what the amount of horsepower would be. But you have power here. You have strength here. You're ready to take on this next chapter. Okay. Just make sure you're always being recognized and making sure that you're never feeling out in the cold and desolate again. Okay. Because you already know that feeling. You already know what that's going to bring. But Jen, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. But I feel like I'm ready to take on like the world. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. Yeah, there's overwhelm here. But like, to me, it's all because there's so much action happening. I graduated from college on 8/5 and I'm going into victim advocacy, ready to move on. Yay! You're ready for this next chapter. You are so ready. I think you're the right person for it, because you're taking people who are down on their luck and turning their luck around and saying, hey, you actually hold more power than you think. And you being in a situation in which you dealt with a narcissist yourself, you can like speak to that through a place of personal experience, and that has a lot more power to it than somebody who has not gone through narcissistic abuse and is speaking on the subject like it's their life, and they're like not really hitting the points, or not really understanding like the actual pain or the empathy of the victim and what they had to go through. But you're going to be great for that. I've been in school, raised a baby, worked part-time, so many moving parts. Well, just know it's going to take off for you. It's going to take off. There's something here. I know you said you're graduating in August. I think you said August 5th. And congratulations, by the way. I forgot to say congratulations. But it feels like to me like fall into winter. Like, I don't know if you're going to get a job or if you are going to feel like at home, or there's something big happening after the eclipses. So the eclipses are happening in September. I'm getting more October, November vibes, but there could be something that's happening because of those eclipses. But I hope that made sense there, Jen. It sounds like it did. And I'm really grateful for your $15 donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All righty. Oh, girl, I hope you're right. You let me know, okay? You let me know what goes down. All right, let's see. That is hysterical. I am doing a new gift, guys. I was going to do more tiny dinies. And there are tiny dinies, but my regular tiny diny is gone. But there's an antipasto salad. So hysterical. So now my new goal is antipasto salad because it's amazing. Okay, so Sayla is next. Thank you, Sayla, for your $15 donation. Thank you, Jen, for the antipasto salad. There's an antipasto salad. I had to do it that first. Hola. How are you, Sayla? I feel like that's probably what I'll say whenever I get an antipasto salad. It's like, and she brought an antipasto salad. Just like Mr. Pearlmania. Could be better, Sienna. And she brought an antipasto salad. It's just funny. All right. Super sleep deprived. Oh, no. In your accent, it's perfection. Ah, thank you so much. I don't know if I told you guys or who said it. Somebody told me that I had like the most Detroit accent they've ever heard in their life. And I was like, what? You can't hear your own accents, especially in the Midwest where like news broadcasters and everyone on TV tries to have the Midwestern accent. But you know, I'm proud to be from the Metro Detroit area. So I'll have my accent proudly. Thank y'all. I was gonna guess you were a Youper. No, I'm not a Youper. I'm not a Youper. Youpers are a little bit more like Gretchen. Gretchen sounds more Youpery, which is our, if you don't know who Gretchen is, she's literally our governor of Michigan. Beautiful, wonderful. Stan her. She's mother. I'm going to be very sad the day she's no longer our governor. But like her accent is very Youper. Almost Minnesotan a little bit. But yeah, I'm born and raised in the Metro Detroit area, right on the outskirts of Detroit. But I'm still waiting on Sayla. I got some like Charlie Byrne. I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. Burns. I don't know who that is though. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Oh, you left a note. Okay, let me see. Let's check it out. Sayla left a note. Sometimes the notes take and sometimes they don't. And the note did not take for some reason. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Yeah, it doesn't say it that there was a note left. I don't know what's been going on with the notes lately, but you're not the first person that this has happened to. And I'm sure you won't be the last. Okay, guidance on your car situation. Okay, let's see what's going on. Your timestamp is 33 minutes. So you'll be able to see it right from here. Second link. And guys, after Sayla, we don't have anyone else. So if you're interested in a reading, get your donation in now, $15 donation, and then you'll be able to get on a list for a 5-minute reading. All right, this is for our friend Sayla. Sayla. Spirit, what does Sayla need to know about their car situation? Spirit, what does Sayla need to know about their car situation? Spirit, what does Sayla need to know about their car situation? What's going on? I feel like it's like just another thing, just another really inconvenient thing that's happening. Like it feels like a pile on with the car stuff. When I think about fixing it, it just feels like I got to pay a lot of money to fix it. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a couple hundred up to $1,000 worth of things going on with a car that might be broken or ran down, or maybe you're buying a new car. Not me sitting at the curb at 3 a.m. You poor thing. Oh no. Honestly, and I don't know if this is me or Spirit, so you take this with a grain of salt because this is literally my reality right now. So I'm going to tell you what's coming through. Could be spiritual, could just be me. Take it or leave it. But my partner's car also died. And we went to go buy him a new car because it's dead. RIP. And it's cheaper to build a car like from scratch right now than it is to buy a car off the lot. Had 2 hours the last 30 hours or so, you poor thing. So if you do decide to buy a new car, if you're able to consider building a car, it probably is going to be cheaper, but it's still super fucking expensive. Okay, it's still not. Oh, I'm going to get a car for like 15 grand. It's not like that at all. It's still very expensive. So take that or leave that that guidance there. But we do have justice system here. So the justice system is very much like you may have legal obligations with this car. Your insurance may not cover the damage of this car, or it might. I get a lot of insurance with this. There's a trade option that might be a possibility. So I would definitely look into it because it feels like to me like the car is not really worth the fix. Like that's how it kind of feels to me. But remember, look for something fair. She's all about fairness. She's all about equality. So make sure that everything that has happening, that you're getting a fair price, that you're haggling. Okay. And unfortunately, if you bring a man, they're going to be kinder to you and like, oh, we can't like screw her over. So if you can bring a man with you, feel free. I wish it wasn't that way, but you know, the patriarchy is alive and well in America. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, she's dead. Your car is dead. I'm so sorry. Because the 10 of swords here, you know, is put a fork in her. She's dead, you know. She's cooked. She's whatever. And then it's upsetting. I feel like you like looking at this card specifically. I think you loved that car. It might have been your first car, but it's definitely a car that had a lot of sentimental value. So it might have been something that really like got you through so many chapters of your life. Things are going to be okay. Yeah, bring a man or cry like a baby. Oh my God, that's so funny. She said, cry like a baby. Where'd it go? Worked for me, said Sylvia. That's so funny. I unfiltered it. Yeah, this model was the same as my first in high school. Wow. But this is something that I do see bringing a man's going to be important, even though I said that before I pulled the cards and the dad of the zodiac or the tarot, came out. This is the father. If you have another male, like if you can bring your dad, bring your dad. If you have a good relationship with them and you're like, come on, dad, come help me. And he's able to do it, perfect. But if you don't have a good relationship with your dad for whatever reason, bring another person that is going to bring like a, not intimidation, but also like, don't fuck with me vibe. Oh, he's dead, love. I should have known that. I'm sorry. I think I've done readings with him. I apologize for that, but I would bring somebody else, but I'm sure I can find a man. Yeah. Bring a man. But you are going to be fine. You're going to have a car that you're going to be getting a car that's meant for you. That's going to work out for you. It's going to be the right amount of money every month. Make sure, like when I bought my car, I came in with a set mind of like, I want to spend $250 every month. Like that is what I want to spend. So that is my recommendation for you. Know what your limit is. What does your monthly bill look like? And 250 was back in 2020 when I bought my car, when everything was better with the interest rates and things like that. And there was no tariffs, so really calculate and do a budget of like what you can afford and see like how you can get it to that monthly payment. Can I specifically ask an opinion on this trade possibility? I got success here. So whatever you end up doing, it's going to be successful. Okay. If you trade it in, I feel like trading it in to me just feels like the obvious thing to do, like the obvious choice. Like what else am I going to do with this car? Sell it separately? Sell it like, just make sure you know the Kelly Blue Book value. Know what's wrong with the car as well, so you can, be honest. Be like, I know my car is worth this much, but I know this issue is happening, so I'm hoping to trade it in for this amount. But I would say a higher amount first, so that you're going to get countered with a lower option. because they're going to want to pay as little as they want as can for the trade-in. So you actually get the actual trade-in value you want. So look up the Kelley Blue Book, know like, okay, my car has this issue. It's going to knock it down X amount of monies. But I'm still going to go for the Kelley Blue Book option or a little above it so that I can get close to it. All right, because you're probably not going to get any more than the actual Blue Book value, and especially with it being broken a little bit, a little broken, a little dead, it's probably not going to be exactly that anyways. But Selah, I hope that makes sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. I mean, you got success. You're going to get a new car. You're going to get a car that's going to be working for you, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. You're very welcome, Selah. You're very welcome. This has been exhausting. I bet you've only slept for 2 hours for 30 hours. You've been up for 28, essentially. So if you can go home and take a nap, girl, do it. Do it. Yes, I do private readings. Selah is correct. I do private readings. The first link is my website, Human Design with Melody. That is how you get a private reading going, so you can set it up there. Marissa and Fatima, it is a $15 donation here. Oh, $15 donation for a 5-minute reading of your choice. I do psychic readings, I do mediumship readings, and I do human design readings. So if you are interested in a reading, we have an opening right now. So go ahead and get your donation in, and you're going to have no wait at all. So just go ahead and get that donation, and I will get your cards read, or I will connect with somebody who's passed away in the spiritual realm, or I'll read your human design body graph, also known as a human design chart, which is all about your energy. What type of energy do you possess? How do you use that energy efficiently, and how do you trust yourself when making decisions? It will be over Zoom. Unless you want to do a live reading here, we can do a live reading. But I do all my readings over Zoom. If it's a psychic reading, a mediumship reading, or a human design reading, instead of the 5-minute TikTok live option, because there is an option there on my website as well for a 5-minute live. But you'll see when you click on the link. Wonderful, Fatima. As soon as I get your donation in, you're going to be next. It's all first come, first serve, though. But what was I saying? Yeah, it's all done off of Zoom, but you're going to see all the pricing. You're going to see all the options, and then you can choose right from there what your needs are and book a private session with me. First link is Human Design with Melody. That's what my website's name is. Can I do phone? So I do Zoom. I don't do phone, but you can download Zoom on your phone and we can talk that way. So it's still technically on your phone, but it's a face-to-face. But I don't give out my phone number for my safety. Can I do the Zoom no, so Fatima, the 5 minutes, the $15 for 5 minutes is only when I'm live on air. So that's why it's a TikTok live option. You'll see when you go on the website. But it's only for that. Otherwise, it's a half hour or hour sessions I offer for private readings. But thank you for asking. That was a good question. Thanks, Sylvia, so much for liking the live. We're almost at 15,000 likes, you guys. Thank you so much. You're so wonderful. I really appreciate it. So we are just waiting on that next donation to come through. If anyone is interested in a reading, you're going to get a 5-minute reading for a $15 donation. It's a reading of a psychic reading where I channel a message and I pull the cards. It's a human design reading or a mediumship reading where I connect with somebody who's passed away. Hi, Cynthia. I also record all of the readings as well. So you will always have the option to see your reading anytime you would like. I'm going to give you a timestamp. You remember the timestamp and the date because I date all the ones on this guy here. And you will be able to literally have access to it anytime you like. All right. Thank you, Judy, for liking the live as well. Thank you, ladies. And guys, if you're interested in helping any creator out on this app, the easiest thing you can do is send likes, which is just tapping the screen. Tap, 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 tap. It's going to send likes. Thanks, Jen, so much for liking the live. It's literally the easiest thing that you can do and the most free thing, honestly, you can do for any creator on this app to help them get further into the algorithm, to connect with more people, to bring more people in their lives, things like that. All right, Cynthia, I got you. Thank you so much, my love. What type of reading are we doing for you? Got you, got you. What's going on, my love? Love, absolutely. We'll do a love reading for you. Your timestamp's going to be 46 minutes. So let's see what's going on. So we're just doing some cleansing breaths here. Whew. For Cynthia. Spirit, what does Cynthia need to know about love? Spirit, what does Cynthia need to know about love? Spirit, what does Cynthia need to know about love? What's going on here? I feel my heart aflutter. I don't know if there's something new coming in with love. I ran out of air. But I just feel like my heart space is like a flutter. It feels really nice. I feel like I have a dumb smile. Like, I call it a dumb smile. It's not a dumb smile. I just personally call it that. Because when you're looking at somebody you really like or that you love, and you're just like cheesing real big, that's what I'm talking about. But I feel good. I feel like this is new to me. This feels new to me. As somebody who recognizes my worth and value, sees the skills I bring, and somebody who's like, wow, I really see that you bring that skill. I really like that. That's amazing. Da, 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 da. So I really feel like this is somebody who really has the same interests as you, maybe has the same skill sets as you, but sees the skills that you have and will be like, wow, you're really amazing at what you do, as they should. And if they don't, fuck them, right? But let's see. Wow, it's nothing but major arcana. Nothing but major arcana. Temperance is patience. Well, we have the Queen of Cups, which is the minor, but Tiger Lily, oh my gosh, that's my cat's name. Thank you for the heart, me, and thank you for the follow. But we have Temperance here. Temperance is a card of patience. It is Sagittarius. It is all about like wanting to know more things, higher education, could have a little bit of travel into it, but it's also very spiritual. You have 1 foot in the water, which is spiritual, and you have 1 foot on land, which is the physical. So you're balancing the physical with the spiritual. You have a lot of growth here. The sun is the most perceived positive sign you can have. But make sure that you are always filling your cup. All right. Make sure you're always filling your cup, because there's a little concern that I have, even though I don't feel it in the body. I have a little concern. It's a $15 donation if you're interested in a 5-minute reading. But my concern is that we aren't going to fill our cup. We're going to kind of put ourselves on the back burner. We're not going to really pay attention to our wants or needs. We're really going to more pay attention to our partner's wants and needs instead of our own. And I feel that way because of that card, and because we have the Emperor with strength, which with the devil. Okay. So my concern is, it looks more like this, is that they're going to present themselves as a put together person. Like, they have all their shit together, all their ducks are in a row, and you're like, oh gosh, this looks so cool. Like, it's so strong. Like, we can handle this. Like, this is going to be great. And while your back is turned because she's looking at the Emperor, the devil comes out. The devil is codependence. It is addictions. It is vices. So this person might have some sort of issue. Could be a gambling issue. Could be narcissism. It could be drinking or any other type of addiction type thing. I do want to clarify it because we got plenty of time. So let's go ahead and clarify the devil card here. Wow. Okay. What I said, wow, because we got 2 aces back to back. New beginning. So I do think you are going to enter a relationship with this person, but you're going to learn a hell of a lot. Okay. You're going to learn a hell of a lot because we do feel like, oh, he's going to be so stable. It's going to be so good. He's so passionate. So he sees my worth. He sees my value. Like it feels so transformative, this love. But then it's also something I'm going to have to eventually walk away from. So the 10 of Wands is here saying, yeah, it's something new, but I really, and it's all clarifying the devil here, right? So I don't really feel like this is going to go super far because I feel like once he reveals himself, whether it's narcissism, avoidance, addictions, vices, I don't think you're going to be codependent on this person. But I do feel like you're going to learn something from this person and walk away with knowledge and experience. That's how I really feel about these cards. Like, yeah, it feels great right now, and you're probably going to play around with it right now. But as soon as you really learn who this person is, because of the addictions, and it is Capricorn as well, so he could be a Capricorn, but it just feels like there's something else that's holding him back right now, and it doesn't feel like another person to me. It doesn't. It feels like more like potential addiction and narcissism together. Like that's kind of how it feels to me. Like both of those together. Yeah, I think you're gonna eventually run from this. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's what you were looking to hear. Danielle, thank you so much. I got you. I don't know if that's what you were looking to hear today, Cynthia, but it is unfortunately the cards that were dealt today. I got you. If you're Danielle, I got you. It's my ex. It's not completely finished. Okay. All right. So yeah, I don't think this is going to last. I do think there's going to be this opportunity for something new to come in, but I just think that you're going to end up running from this relationship. And it could be just like you finishing it, right? Like finally, after we go through this round, like it's done. It's over. I've learned my lesson. I'm walking away with knowledge and experience. So Cynthia, I hope that helped. I hope it made sense. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. I really appreciate you, my love. She says, yes, it makes sense. My heart goes out to you, but learn this lesson. Have fun when you're doing your wham bam. Thank you, ma'am times. But if you got to go, don't hesitate. Okay. Don't hesitate. Just skedaddle out of there. All righty. Thanks again. And now we have Danielle. Danielle, thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. Let me know what type of reading we're doing for you. Again, I do psychic readings where I channel a message and I pull some cards. It's a topic reading, so you just tell me the topic. I do mediumship where I connect with your loved ones. You tell me who you're wanting to get in contact with by using the relationship, because I do a direct connection. I don't do spirit-led here. I just do a direct connection. In my private readings, I do spirit-led. All right, we're going to do a psychic reading. What is the topic? You can say general because you just want to know what spirit wants you to know. That's a general reading. Or if there's any other topic, love, relationships, housing, career, health, finances, whatever the topic is, just let me know the topic, but don't give me too much information. Okay. Just the topic. Health. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Now I do want to preface this because I do have to have a disclaimer to, it's for to save my ass, type of thing. That's what disclaimers normally are. I know it's going to come as shock to you guys, but I am not a medical professional. I know. But I am going to tell you what I see, what I feel, and what I hear. And I'm going to direct you to go to your doctor to get it checked out. Because again, I am not a doctor. I'm not pretending to be a doctor. I just want you to know that I'm going to just use my abilities, tell you what I see, feel, and hear, and then tell you to go to your doctor. Thank you, Nikki, for the follow. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. Your timestamp is going to be 55 minutes. Again, I do record all of our readings here. So I'm going to give you the timestamp. You remember the timestamp and the date. You have consistent access to watch your readings anytime you would like. All right, let's go for it. Just going to do some cleansing breaths. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who are unaware. All right, this is for Danielle. Danielle. Spirit, what does Danielle need to know about health? Spirit, what does Danielle need to know about health? Spirit, what does Danielle need to know about health? The first thing I feel is nauseous. I feel nauseous. I also feel like I had a headache, but it was very quick, almost like I think they're called cluster headaches, where they come in and they're really intense, but they're really quick. And it's just like, and then they go away just as fast as they came. So I think they're called a cluster headache. I could be mistaken on that, but I don't know if you're experiencing any headaches, but I felt it like here in my head. And I felt that for a very quick second, but it just more or less feels like nausea to me. It kind of makes me feel like that's what happened to me yesterday, as a cluster headache happened yesterday. Make sure you're wearing your sunglasses, take your time. I don't know if you're a sunshiny type of girl like me who loves open windows and like the sun kind of coming in, but making sure that you are limiting yourself to a lot of bright light, okay? Because too much bright light will harm it, okay? But it's just like, something nauseous here. I also feel like something here is being highlighted, and it makes me feel like it could be my gallbladder. Okay. So if you haven't gotten your gallbladder checked out, or if this makes sense and you're like, oh, I should get that checked out, get it checked out. Okay. Also do your research, because there's something with the gallbladder that sometimes it shows up on MRIs and other times it doesn't. So do your research on it, especially if you're feeling any pains here specifically, like in your solar plexus, where it feels like somebody's like grabbing your insides and just like holding on to them and squeezing. But I do think things are going to change for you. I think your health is going to improve. Could it be from nerves? Possibly. I know that stress does induce a lot of things, right? Like a lot of pain. And I know for sure it can also affect the gallbladder. So just double check and do some research here, see if it makes sense for that. But it could be triggered from nerves, but it's probably not the reason you're having these issues. It's probably just a side effect of it. But the Wheel of Fortune here is like things are going to turn in your favor. So I do think you're going to find what is going on, and I think you're going to be better. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely going to get better. This makes me feel like doctors don't believe me. Like looking at this card immediately, I'm like, doctors don't believe me. I sit there and I tell them what's going on, and they're like, oh, okay, you got some lady problems? Weird. It's probably just your period. Probably just your hormones. Oh, it's your stress level. They think it's anxiety. Right. I don't think it is. I think it's something else. I think it's something that they're not looking into because they think they're right. So I would do a lot of research. I would look specifically at gallbladder, because it just keeps coming in for me. Anxiety is always a scapegoat, right? Because they don't know anything about female bodies. They have not done research. They haven't done testing. They haven't done more exploratory information. And I'm sorry, our bodies are way more interesting than men. Our bodies are amazing. They house life, but we create life. Okay. But either way, that's just my opinion. And it makes me so mad that they just don't give a shit about women. But I do feel like you are going to find what's going on here. We do have the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer. And I'm not saying you have cancer. It's just the zodiac sign of Cancer, okay? I'm waiting for biopsy results from a tumor that was found in my thyroid, so nerves have been bad. So pay attention to that. I mean, this is the Cancer card. I'm hoping it's not Cancer, but it is representing of the zodiac sign Cancer. But there is a mindset issue here as well, where it's like, is it in my head? Am I creating this issue for myself? I truly think you need to get away from these bad doctors. I think even like a job change might be healthy for you. And when I say job change, you can still do the same work, just at a different facility, different company, different thing. Like there's something here with me that makes me feel like work is triggering me, because I may not like where I'm at. I may not like what I'm going through, or it may be too stressful there, where it's creating stress in my body and making me hold on to stress. But we do have the Three of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. So I do think things are going to be perfectly fine. I really do. I think things are going to work out in your favor and be able to let you be successful. I do think you're going to get better. Period. I do think you're going to get better. Is it a thyroid issue though? Because I don't necessarily feel stimulation in my throat because your thyroid's like right here. And I don't necessarily feel stimulation in my throat. I feel more like here in my solar plexus. So you could be keeping stress in your solar plexus, but I'm wishing the best for you, Danielle. I do think you're going to get favorable results. And if God forbid you do end up getting a bad diagnosis, I do think you're going to survive it. I think everything is going to be fine. This is success, period. This is the card of success. This is karmic gifts coming through. Somebody's coming here to help you. All right. Somebody who is going to actually help you and believe you. All right. None of this bullshit of, oh, this lady came in with some lady issues. Oh, no. I'm going to fucking fight every doctor. All right, Danielle. But I do hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. I don't feel thyroid problems either. It doesn't affect me. Just a tumor was found. Okay. Because it's like, I don't have stimulation. Even after you told me that, I'm just like, I still don't feel anything wrong with my thyroid. But if you are having solar plexus like pain, definitely look into it. And if that is accurate, definitely look into thyroid from there. Because it simply could be they don't want to take out your thyroid or they don't believe you. My best girlfriend had thyroid issues for 6 years. Every time she went to the doctor, she was in so much pain. They're like, she's over exaggerating. She's just here for drugs. And they marked her as a drug addict. Like literally every time they go to the hospital, they basically kick her out. They'd help her for a minute and they say, you got to go. We're not prescribing you any drugs. But I know somebody who is an addict and was an active addict, but trying to recover, and he broke his arm, and they gave him fucking narcotics after everyone told the doctor, hey, he's an addict. That's fine. He needs these drugs. But her 6 years of vomiting and losing so much weight and like being close to death and being called an addict because of it, oh, it makes me so fucking mad. So Danielle said, it definitely does. Thank you. My gallbladder when I was younger, they found gall sludge. Ooh, interesting. So definitely check it out. They did the same to me, you poor thing. They drug tested me rather than listening to me until I almost died from blood loss. See, that is ridiculous. That is malpractice, dude. Like, what is going on? They just don't care about women. Nobody cares about fucking women except for women. And even some women don't care about women. Like if you're red-pilled, you don't give a fuck about women. If you don't believe in like women's choice, you don't give a fuck about women. You'd rather women die on the streets than be able to have access to safe, abortion. I don't know if that's going to take me off or be restricted, but it's true. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about women if you don't care about choice. I really thought I was overreacting. No, they're gaslighting you. Those doctors are gaslighting you, thinking it's your anxiousness or your anxiety. Fuck off. I just don't know many women I do know some women who are liars. Don't get me wrong. But the majority of women in my life, they're very honest and they're very much not being believed. But the people who are liars are being believed. It is crazy out in these streets because I have anxiety on my file and panic attacks. They go directly to that. But the thing is, here's the thing about that makes me so irritated is that anxiety is not a diagnosis as a primary diagnosis. Anxiety comes because we have an overactive fight, flight, freeze, or fawn because we're forced to live in capitalism. Capitalism causes depression and causes anxiety because we are not supposed to live for working for someone else. Not any other time in history has that ever been true, except for now in the Industrial Revolution. Okay. Now we put our value into our work instead of putting value into our community. Which is where we used to keep our value is in our communities and how we show up for our communities and what we do. But now it's like, what do you do for work? It's all made up, motherfucker. What does it matter that I do for work? Everything here is made up. Like, who cares? Ask me what I do for my community. Ask me what I do for my family. Ask me what I do for my friends. Ask me what I want to do in my free time. Who gives a shit what I do for work? And this is someone who owns their own business and loves what I do. I love my job. My job does not define me. It's not who I am every day of the week. It's like I'm a medium every day, I'm a psychic every day, but I'm not using my abilities every day, because you can turn it on and you can turn it off. And some people struggle with that. Some people don't recognize that they can, but it doesn't define me of who I am. It's how I show up for myself and for my people in my life. That's what really defines you. And the people that deserve your time and attention, because some people don't deserve that either. All right, Danielle, thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. I really appreciate you. And I hope that, again, gave you some clarity or insight. We are waiting on our next donation to come through, though. So if you are interested in a reading, you're going to get a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. You're going to be able to send in your donation through any of these. This is my first link, Human Design with Melody. That's what this is. You can also set up a private reading right from here as well. But right now there's a vacancy, so there is no wait. So if you're somebody who's like, oh, I'm only on break for work and I don't have much time, you're going to get your reading right away. Go ahead and submit that donation and hang out with me here today and get your reading. Again, I do psychic readings, I do mediumship readings, and I do human design readings. So if you're interested in any of that, feel free. Again, there is time right now for you. No wait. Thank you, Jennifer, for liking the live. Thank you, Sylvia, for liking the live. Thank you, everyone, for liking the live. I really appreciate it. Liking the live, and it's not just me. It's literally for any creator on this app that you like and you're watching their live stream. If you just tap that screen, it is the easiest thing that you can do to, one, send support to the person you like. And that support literally translates to getting further into the algorithm, finding the right people to come into your lives. So just know, like, I'm not just asking for me. I'm just letting you guys know it's for any creator, but specifically for me. If you guys want to like that live for me, that'd be rad as fuck. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And actually, let's do like 400 more likes here to get us to 20,000 likes, and I'll do a collective reading for everyone. I'll see what the collective energy is like, what information you need to know about the collective energy. We'll go from there. So if you guys want to do a collective, just go ahead and tap that screen. We only need about 300 more likes. Thank you, Penny Station, for the likes. Thank you, Erica, for the likes. Thank you, Jennifer, for the likes. All right, we're so close. We're so close. And we made it. We made it. All right, guys, so we are going to do a collective reading here. If you're interested in participating in the collective, all you have to do is tap into the room. So if you're out there in the ether, you're not in the room yet, you're just kind of watching from the outside, come on in. The more people in the reading, the better the collective energy is going to read. And so, yeah, we'll have a better, more accurate reading. And guys, at the end, I am going to ask you to please let me know how this resonates for you as well. So feel free to let me know in the comment section how this reading resonates. So let's check it out. All right, Spirit, this is for the collective energy, the collective energy, the collective energy. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Ooh. Oh, Lordy. Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What's going on? I want to do one more shuffle here. And then we're going to cut the deck and see what's going on. Thank you, Amy, for the heart me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, some of us are attending weddings, birthday celebrations, retirement parties, promotion parties. Like, there's some party going on, okay? I came at the perfect time. Yes, you did, go shit. But this is something that makes me feel like I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to party. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to really let loose, I feel like, is coming up. So let's see what's going on. All right. I feel like when I look at the bottom of the deck, that 3 of Cups, after looking at this feels like I'm celebrating myself. I'm doing I always do mediumship, human design, and psychic readings every time I'm live. That's what I offer every time. But there is a transition here that you guys are going under that's taking you from like your past, what happened in the past, why I feel this way. I can't fathom how these fell, and now I'm concentrated on them. I was like, I can't believe my cups of water, wine, milk, it all spilt, and I can't put it back in the cups because it's already been absorbed in the sand. But if you look behind you, you are transitioning. Let it lie. It's fine. You're transitioning from these really rocky waters into clean, clear, crystalline waters into new land. The fives have followed me today. The fives are fiving. So there is some conflict here that made you spill your water, milk, wine, and have to do a transition that you're really on the fence about. Like, you're going to have to do the transition. There's really nothing you can do about it. It's just how life is flowing. But it's something that you could be being blind to, or you're deciding like, do I go down this path? Do I not go down this path? Do I sit here and just wonder like what is going on and how I can save this? Or do I look behind me and see I can leave this situation, but my emotions are in my way? This just makes me feel like you guys got to get your confidence up. All right. You got to get your confidence up. Trust in yourself. Trust in what you need and what you want to do. Amy says, this is resonating for me. Good. I'm happy to hear that. But this is something that you need to understand. Like, everything is happening for you. Everything is happening for you. Even the bad shit is helping you become you, transforming into you, into to this confident person who doesn't give a fuck what you think or what they think or what she thinks. Again, it's just me. I care what I think about me. Jen says, I feel it too. We got this. You really do. Because there's going to be a lifestyle change that comes in. The Lover's card can be relationships. Absolutely it can. But at its core, it is a lifestyle change, because even when you start a relationship, you are changing your lifestyle to accommodate for somebody else to be in your life. So the more confident you get, the more you decide, like, I'm worth more than what my past says that I'm worth, and I don't need to worry about the next steps. I'm just going to go with the flow and go with this transformation, up my confidence, and change what I need to change in my own life so that it starts flowing with how I want my life to live, and I feel more in alignment with me. This is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the protective angel. You have angels on your side. They are protecting you. So there's no worries here for you. You got this. It is going to be a transition. Transitions are bumpy. They're bumpy, but it will get smoother. So I do hope that helps there for the collective energy. Gloria, thank you so much. I just got your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you, Gloria. What type of reading are we doing? Yes, alien angels. Yes, Jen knows. Jen knows how I feel about angels. Personally and truly, I do believe angels are an alien race. That's me. Wonderful. Who are we trying to get in connection with? Because I assume you want to do a mediumship, unless you change your mind, which you're totally entitled to do so. But let me know the relationship to the person: mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, brother, sister, husband, wife. If they don't have a traditional relationship with you, just give me their first name only. Shit is happening for me in both potential paths. Wow, my husband. Okay, perfect. We'll get in contact with him. Just know it's all happening for you, and you're going to get out of those really rocky waters. You guys got this. Thank you so much for responding and letting me know how that resonated for you guys. That's amazing. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right, guys. After Gloria, we don't have anyone else. If you're interested in a 5-minute reading, this is how you get your donation in. It's a $15 donation. Love you, Amy. Thank you. And also, you're very welcome. And Spirit, thank you for being here. Spirit just made me burp. But Gloria, your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 15 minutes. If you're interested in ever watching it again, that is your timestamp in order for you to see that. And now that is a link. And if you get my drift. Okay, let's see what's going on. Just doing some cleansing breaths. I do evidential mediumship as well. So the energy I'm receiving, I'm going to tell you what that is. It should be evident that it is your husband coming through. You're very welcome, love. I immediately laugh because I just feel like the energy is everywhere. It makes me feel like ADHD hardcore. This is for Gloria, Gloria, Gloria. Spirit, what is Gloria? No, sorry. We're getting in contact with Gloria's husband. Gloria's husband. Gloria's husband. I have several things happening. One, my ADHD feels like a mile a minute. So I do feel like your partner might have had ADHD. My ankles are also being very highlighted to me. So I don't know if he had like swollen ankles, congestive heart failure, something to do here with like things with the legs and the ankle. My heart space is a little highlighted, but it's not like the most highlighted is my ankles, to be completely honest with you. So hopefully this makes sense, but my ankles is wild. It's just like I'm literally rubbing my ankle right now because it just feels so stimulated. But your partner, your husband, makes me feel like he had a lot of ideas. he would start projects, and I feel like he'd finish some of them, but I feel like there's unfinished projects around the house, probably even now, that he started and just didn't complete or moved on to another thing. Let me know if this makes sense by saying, yes, this makes sense. No, this doesn't, or I don't know. She says true. Okay. It just like, I just feel like I have so many ideas and I need to do them now. And then I do them and then I have to go to bed and I'm like, okay, well, I know I'm still doing that project, but this new idea came in. So it just feels like there's a lot of projects that he was not able to complete. And I do think it's ADHD related. He makes me feel like he didn't die suddenly. He doesn't feel like a sudden death to me. He feels like he got an illness. And he knew about it for a while. And I feel like you guys kept it at bay for a while, but I feel like he finally succumbed to it. Does that make sense for him? Because I wouldn't be surprised if it has to do with the heart or congestive heart failure or something like that. So just let me know, like, yep, that makes sense. No, that doesn't, or I don't know. That's the only things I'm looking for. He had high blood pressure. So you said has as if he's still here. I'd imagine your husband is passed since we're doing mediumship. I just want to make sure. Just because has is current. Oh, no, he passed. Okay. That's what I thought, just to make sure. I just had to double check because he feels like he's in the spiritual realm. Cardiac arrest. So it was heart issues. Okay. All right. Perfect. Not perfect. I don't know why I said that. I apologize for that. Hi from Perth. Hi, Tasha. Had. You're good. You're good. I did pause it for you, by the way, just so you know. That's a 2, not a 5. It's just mirrored. But I just want to let you know I did pause that. I didn't waste your time here. But yeah, heart issues. You said cardiac arrest like that came in. But I wouldn't be surprised, like, if he felt it in his legs before his passing. Like he might have had leg issues or feeling weak in the legs or have swollen ankles, because my ankles are crazy stimulated. I can't believe it. It's the first time my ankles have ever really been brought into a reading here. He makes me feel so funny. Like he makes me feel like I laughed a lot with him. Like, yes, he was unorganized. Yes, he always complained about his legs. Okay, that makes a lot of sense to how my ankles are feeling. But to me, he just feels like he just was so fun and funny, and he was a mess and he was chaotic, but it feels like he was my mess. He was my chaos. He belonged to me. Like, that's all mine. And I feel like it's endearing at parts, not saying it's not frustrating, because girl, it can be frustrating, but it just feels enduring for the most part. Like you truly accepted him for exactly who he was. Other than trying to get him to do more chores and like do more stuff around the house, it doesn't feel like you ever tried to like change him. It just feels like true appreciation for the person you're with for exactly the right reasons. You guys make me feel like you've been married a long time, because he makes me feel like he passed away like in his 50s or 60s, something like that. Priestess of the Wild Rose, thank you for the follow. But I feel like he loved you just as much. He makes me feel like he was hard-headed, though, so he might have like been really defensive or really like somebody who it was 25 years ago. Oh my goodness. That's so sweet. He was 50. Okay. But it just feels like to me, like he was hard-headed at times where you would just be like, I give up on you right now. I'm going to walk into a different room until you stop being so goddamn stubborn. Oh my God. Yes, she says. But I just feel like, you guys had such a life together that was so worth every moment. Every moment I feel like it was worth it with you guys. Like, you had your ups and downs. Don't get me wrong. Every relationship does. You don't need a psychic to tell you. But I feel like the majority of the relationship was two people who were willing to make it work no matter what. And I feel like your guys' love was worth all the laughs, all the tears. Like, I'm literally like tearing up right now even. It just feels so beautiful in my body and so genuine in my body. That it like brings me a little bit to tears. And I shouldn't be crying. We tried. I think you tried your best. I think you guys did. I think you guys did it. You know, I don't feel any animosity. I don't feel any anger. I don't feel any resentment. I feel at peace. I feel like I lived my life the way I wanted to live my life. And I feel good about that. I feel good about the way I lived my life. Like, I have no regrets here. Okay, good. So I'm not the only one crying over a stranger's love. But Gloria, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you comfort in some way. I'm so sorry for the passing of your husband. I do feel like he was one of the good ones. Yes, appreciate you. Thank you, sweetie. You're very welcome. Anytime. I got you here. And she brought an antipasto salad. Thank you for the antipasto salad there, Jen. I know that was sort of abrupt transition there, Gloria. But we are going to move on, though. But we don't have anyone on the list right now. So, guys, it's the perfect time to get on the list. If you're interested in a reading, it is a $15 donation. We just did a mediumship reading. I just wanted you here to say that to lighten the mood. But I do mediumship readings, I do psychic readings, and I do human design readings. The psychic readings are where I channel a message and I pull some cards about a topic. You guys tell me the topic. A mediumship is exactly what we just did just now. You tell me who you want to get in contact with, and I get in contact with them. And then lastly is my favorite. It's my favorite. It's called Human Design. It is a chart reading. You can look this up for free on Google, because I'm never going to gatekeep your chart from you. Like, that'd be fucking mad. But if you want a professional's opinion on it, let you know what type of energy you possess, how to work specifically with that type of energy you have, and how to trust your body when making decisions. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. I'm a human design professional. Sorry, I got a drippy. Like, sometimes they make me burp. Sometimes they make my nose drip. It just depends on the spirit itself. But yeah, so if you're interested, that's what I offer. Human design, again, is a chart reading. I'm just going to get some information from you, your date of birth, including the year, your time of birth, and the city and state or country that you were born in, depending if you're born in the States or not. And then it's going to generate your chart. There's 5 different types you can be of energy, and I'm going to let you know all about it. So if you're interested in that, again, it's all a $15 donation. All for 5 minutes. Every reading is going to get 5 minutes of my time and your time. And we're going to get you some clarity or insight on a topic, or we're going to get you some connection with somebody who's passed away, or we're going to get you more knowledge about your energy through the lens of human design. Jen said, been going with my gut more since our human design reading, and it's been a game changer. Yes, because you are sacral. Sacral means that you trust your gut when making decisions. That's what you're supposed to do. Not everyone's here able to trust their gut. Some people have to wait out emotional waves before making decisions. I need to trust my intuition and my instincts, like fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. They're making me burp really bad right now. But it all is different. Everyone has different chart. Everyone has different activations in their chart, different channels, different gates, different energy types. Like, it's all uniquely you. It's all literally your blueprint to you. Why you are the way that you are, why you act the way that you act, why you might be hitting brick walls. It's all there. All the information's there in human design. Hi, Jenny B. So again, guys, we do have an opening right now. So go ahead and get your donation in. If you are somebody who already donate, feel free to donate again if you would like. There is no pressure, of course. I never want to give you guys any pressure because that's gross. Ew, But you are not you don't have to be just a one and done if you don't want to be. If you want more readings, I'm open to giving you as many readings as you like. I also offer private readings right through the website, Human Design with Melody. That's the first link. How are you, Jenny B? Thank you, guys. Thank you for the heart me. I don't know if I said that or not. I might have, but I don't remember. I move on too quick. I am a quick mover on because I have ADHD myself. All righty. Well, excuse me. I didn't know that you wanted to knock some things down. Sorry, Tiger Lily's my cat. Jen, I got you again. Thank you so much. And she just threw something down on the ground. I don't know if you guys heard it, but she straight up was like, fuck this thing, and just did the cat thing where they just throw it away. All right, so Jen is the next person to get a reading. After Jen, we don't have anyone else. Now is your time to get that donation in, my friend. I really like the guides reading you did earlier. I want to try that. Perfect. We're going to get in contact with your spirit guides, let you know who they are. Hi, Dave. Also, speaking of human design, Dave is also a human design professional. Their name is Neutrino Radio. I do recommend everyone give Dave a follow. If you're interested in learning more about human design, specifically if your human design aura type or energy type is that of the manifester, because he specializes in manifestors. So check him out. Hi, Jen. Hi. I keep double taking when you say Jen. Oh, yeah, we got two Jens. We got you, Super Jen, and then we have Jen A, which is who we're doing the reading for right now. Thank you for the heart me, Dave. I appreciate you. So we're just doing some cleansing breaths. And also, guys, for anyone who's new here, I also record all these readings here. So I'm going to give you a timestamp, and you have consistent access to watch your reading anytime you like, okay? And when I say second link, I'm referring to that guy right there. So your timestamp is 1 hour and 28 minutes here, Jen, for your spirit guide reading. For Jen. Spirit, we're getting in contact with Jen's spirit guides. Jen's spirit guides. Jen's spirit guides. I have a little yellow bird. I don't know what kind of bird this is, but to me, it feels very beautiful. Is it a goldfinch? I think it's a goldfinch. I think that's what it is. It has the black wings on it as well. So I think this is an American goldfinch, where it just brings like harmony. I'm not sure what the spiritual meaning of it is, but I'm going to channel it and we can Google it if we don't have anyone else after you. But to me, it brings harmony. I feel like it's bringing peace. I feel like it's bringing protection even. It's a little bird, but I feel like this little bird has a bite to it. Almost like the black birds with the white or the red like stripe on their wing that are like super mean birds. But this bird feels way nicer than that. But it does feel very much like a bird that's just here when all the conditions are right. So I really feel like with this energy, like having peace of mind is going to be really good for this guide. Like knowing like you're going to thrive in the right conditions, which everyone will. Like this is not just a you thing. Like everyone in the right conditions is going to thrive, right? But it feels like I'm not afraid to build what I need to build. If I have to do it myself, I will. Because all birds, have nests and they nest and they build it all themselves. Usually they have help with their nest partner if they have a partner. I do believe these birds mate for life. I don't know if that means anything, but I do think those birds mate for life. I'm not sure. I really don't know anything about the American goldfinch, but I think that's what this bird is. We'll look it up in a second. But also, like, because they're so eye-catching and so vibrantly yellow, like, I feel like you gather attention whether you want it or not. Like, I just feel like I'm somebody who might just be living their life at the grocery store and then boom, I get attention because I'm a bright light. Like, people just see what I offer without me having to do anything. So I feel like people talk to you to the point where you're like, okay, I gotta go now. Okay, thanks for this conversation that just randomly happened. That's why I feel like it mostly is, like, people stopping you just to talk to you or at you, mostly. Let's see another guide here. What's another guide here coming through? I have a guide here. It's a male guide, but he's really reluctant. I can't really tell who he is yet, but I just heard, fine, I'll come forward. Like, it's a guide that is very much like wants to be reserved, wants to be in their own space, very hermited energy. Like, I'm going to come out when I come out, but I'm only going to come out because I'm ready to. You're not going to push me to do anything I'm not ready to do. Very much like beats to their own drum here. They feel like they're like they lurk in the shadows. They don't feel. I know I say lurk in the shadows, and people be like, "Oh no, like that's a bad guide." There's no such thing. Your guides are literally here to help you. Whether you are getting help from a banshee or you're getting help from a Valkyrie, it doesn't matter. They're all here to assist you. They just bring an attitude, right? Like a reluctant, like, fine, I'll do it. It's fine. I'll go type of thing. But this one feels like it has to be nudged. Like, I'm seeing it as like a shadowy figure more than anything. Like, that's all that's really coming through. So if you want to do some shadow work, I'm sure this guide will be really down for some shadow work to kind of bring him more into the light. He doesn't feel like he'll ever really be part of the light because he feels like that's just who he is. So also moody comes in with this guide, like really like moody. I know you're sacral, so you aren't somebody who has an emotional wave, but you do take in other people's emotions like they are your own. So it's really important that you decide, like, I need to figure out what belongs to me and let go of what is not mine, what emotions I took in that do not belong to me, that are not mine. Open a window when you do that, go outside in the grass to do that. Like, just make sure that, like, this energy has somewhere to go outside of your house. But I feel like he's going to be able to sort that out really easily for you. It's almost like he's an inside out character, but he's not. He's just like a big, like, rounded, almost like almost like when on Halloween, the people who like are ghosts, but they just wear a sheet type of thing. That's kind of like the imagery here, but he's big though. He's like big. He's just not like you can tell like a person's under the sheet, where he's very rounded everywhere. I like him though. I like him. I feel like he is somebody here that's here to teach you about, like, how to do shadow work, how to embrace yourself, embrace your emotions, and understand which emotions are yours and which are not. It would be totally me that I have a shadow hermit guide. Well, as long as you're accepting, right? Just kidding. But yeah, he's here to help though. Do you mind if I ask, what made you say Valkyrie? Oh, I have a Valkyrie. Her name is Juniper. We love her. She's golden. Her wingspan is as big as the Antarctic. So she's giant, and I love her so much. But that's why I said Valkyrie. I read Valkyrie for somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but somebody else had a Valkyrie, but they were silver. Their Valkyrie was silver. And my Valkyrie and his Valkyrie got along really well. I have a Valkyrie tattoo. Oh, hey. Look at these synchronicities. I love it. So like everyone that I meet, it's like, wow, you have big energy. You have good, like huge energy. And when I do I haven't gone to any of these meet your spirit guide events, but I did go to one. I went to another event too that every time the guide or the person who was hosting would come across my section in the room, they'd be like, somebody has huge energy over here, huge energy. And then they would come to me and they'd be like, it's you. I'm like, I know, it's me. It's always me. I just have big energy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't mind it. And the people in my life that love me don't mind it either. And anyone who doesn't love me, that's fine. Ooh, my queen fell out when I said that. She's my favorite queen in the whole deck. Luck on my side. I have a gravitational pull about me. Transformative. I'm going to look into this finch. Also, I have several bird tattoos. So let me see. It's a gold finch, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to say yellow bird with, if I can spell bird, that's not how you spell that. With yellow. Yeah, it looks more like this. Let me see. Yeah, it's an American goldfinch. Okay, so I was right. They look more like this. So this would be a good picture of it. Like that guy. Very cute. Let me see what the spiritual meaning of that is. Let me do a lookup. Spiritual meaning of the American goldfinch. Oh. All right. Joy and positivity, adaptability and transformation, lightness of being and freedom, resilience and endurance, simplicity and appreciation, connection to nature, youthful spirit, good fortune, and health. Hell yeah, dude. It's important to remember that the symbolic interpretations, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for the confirmation. Can be very personal and vary based on individual experiences and cultural backgrounds. When you encounter a goldfinch, consider what aspects resonates most deeply with your own perspective and current life circumstances. So that's really cool. It also symbolizes happiness, rejuvenation, and positive change. It is seen as a divine messenger of joy, peace, and transformation. Its vibrant colors and cheerful song are associated with optimism and finding joy in everyday life. Additionally, the goldfinch is linked to themes of personal growth, adaptability, and the cyclical nature of life. I'm shocked I haven't gotten the Queen of Wands with you yet. I get it in my own readings a lot. Girl, what's going on? Why aren't you coming out for her? I'm going to put out a finch feeder. Yes! I love that, Jen. That's going to be beautiful. I love that so much. All right, guys, we are waiting on our next reading to come through. So if you guys are interested in a reading, I do psychic readings, I do mediumship readings, and I do human design readings. If you're interested in a reading, it is a $15 donation. You're very welcome, Jen, anytime, my friend. She said, thank you, darling. But you're going to get a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. So go ahead and submit that donation here, and you can choose any way to send it. This is the first link, Human Design with Melody. That's how you get on there. So if you're interested, feel free to get on because we do not have a wait at this time. So we got, you got no wait. So you can get your reading right away. I feel like I'm going to have to restart this live. Apparently people weren't super cool with the psychic reading or the reading I just did with the guides, but is as it is. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. All right, guys, even though we have almost 25,000 likes, I am going to restart and see if we have better luck on the next one. Follow me if you have not followed me already. I'm literally going to be right back on. So follow me now and then join me on the next one. All right, TikTok, BRB. Mysteriously dies right after being. All right. Let's see. We're just getting all the things ready to go live on TikTok. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for being here. My name is Melody. I am a clairvoyant medium who can see, feel, and hear spirit. And if you are interested in a reading, I'm here doing readings live on air at this time. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. If you've never seen me before, I do psychic readings where I do a channeled message that I pull you some cards and give you some information and insight. Hopefully you get some clarity. Hopefully you get some comfort out of it as well as insight. Hi, Jen. Welcome back. I also do mediumship readings where I connect with anyone who's passed away in the spiritual realm. You just let me know who you're trying to get a hold of. Hi, Heather. Welcome in. And then also I do human design readings, which is a chart reading all about your energy, what type of energy you possess, how does it work efficiently for you, and how do you trust yourself with using the body. Hi, Barbie. So guys, yeah, let me know that you're interested in a reading. It is a $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. You see that 5-minute reading right there. So go ahead and submit that donation and we will get your reading right away. There is no wait at this time if you're interested in being next. Absolutely, Heather. As soon as I get it, you'll get it right on the list. Hey, B, how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute. Thanks for joining. Barbie, thank you for the heart me, my love. I appreciate you. Hi, Lacey. All my people. See, I needed to restart. I've been on for about an hour and 42 minutes. And all my people, like, we got people, don't get me wrong. Like, I enjoyed every person that was there. They're quality people. But they weren't like my people, my regulars. I didn't restart it to get you guys. Oh, Barbie, thanks for being here. Mr. Christmas, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out today. All right, guys. And again, if you're interested in a reading, it is a $15 donation. We're going to do a career transition reading for our friend Heather. Thank you, Heather. And if you guys want to be after Heather, it's a 5-minute reading. Go ahead and get on the list. And she brought an antipasto salad. New live, new antipasto. Hi, Brittany or Britt Amber. Thanks for being here. All right, Heather, let me know that you're back. There she is. She sent some hand hearts. All right, let's see what's going on about this career transition that you're looking into. Your timestamp is going to be 1 hour and 44 minutes. And when I say timestamp, I mean I record and you are able to access this anytime. Okay, second link. Going through a lot, would love to be read. Britt, it's a $15 donation. Go ahead and get that donation in now, and you're going to be able to be right after Heather, who's right now. And she brought an antipasto salad. All right. All right, let's see what's going on for our friend Heather. Spirit. Ooh, I feel a lot of energy about this. Spirit, what do I need to know about this career transition? Why does this make me want to vomit? Spirit, what do I need to know? What does Heather need to know? Excuse me, for Heather. What does Heather need to know about this career transition? What does Heather need to know about this career transition? Whew. Spirit, what does Heather need to know about this career transition? I don't know if you have fear or anxiety, but I feel a lot because it's big. I feel it's huge. It's like all in my body. It's giving me a lot of like feeling. But honestly, like if I like move past that initial feeling of like, it feels like it's something I've been thinking about for so long. It feels like something that I've kind of even been working towards in a way. I feel like it's been on the back burner. I feel like maybe you've been doing it a little bit here and there, or trying to position yourself here and there, whether it's a promotion, a whole new gig, starting your own thing. Like, it just feels like you've been preparing yourself for this. Like, I just feel like it's something I really want to do. Let me know if that makes sense there, Heather. We're going to pull some cards on it. 100%, whole new thing on my own. It just feels so overwhelming. Like, I don't know where to start. And really the key to that is like literally just start. Literally just start. What is the end goal? How do we make the steps to make that end goal a reality? Start there, right? You're ready for this. You're ready to take it on. The Knight of Swords is coming in. They are the second fastest moving card in tarot. They are taking it head on. They are front lines. This is spiritually guided as well. You see the sword extends past the physicality of the card. Girl, this is something that you are meant to do, and something that is also being encouraged, not just by you and your support team, but by spirit, by your ancestors, by your guides, okay? Girl, I don't even need to pull more cards. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? These cards together, I'm going to pull more cards for you. No worries. But like financial security and success, the first two cards that I pull out, wild bananas. Okay, do it. Do it. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Does not mean that at all. It is going to have its difficulties. Everything does. Everything does, but it is going to turn out exactly how you envisioned. It's probably going to be a little different, probably not exactly, but it's going to get as close to exact as possible, okay? You see those ships out in the harbor? They're not to port yet. They're coming in, all right? So let's pull more cards here. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the fucking best. This is the fucking best. All right. Take your time. Take your time. There is no need to rush, okay? There is no need to rush, but do you see the sun imagery right there? What does the sun mean? I'll tell you. It's the most positive sign you can have in tarot, period. It is strength. It's vitality. Is there some mountains in front of it? Yeah, there are. Are mountains a little bit tough? Yeah, they are. But are you able to get through it? Absolutely. There's a whole ass path carved out for you. There's growth. There's some things you got to even out. Take your time. This is Archangel Raphael. This is the healing angel. So allow yourself the time you need to heal. This is setting my anxieties at ease. Good. Because, girl, the cards you have, phenomenal. You're going to be a leader here. Like, you are a leader. It's your business, right? You are going to be a leader, and you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of grace, a lot of power. Just stay grounded. See those feet? Stay grounded. All right? Because when you are grounded, you are better, period. Emotionally, physically, mentally, it doesn't matter. You're just going to be better. So just remember to stay grounded. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a beginner. We're starting something that is so transformative. It could have to do with psychic abilities or esoteric work. It could have to do with whatever you're passionate about, whatever drives you. This passion, desire, motivation is in this card. You have the motivation. She's literally dressed as a fire, as a flame, right? So again, go in the bio, my friend. Go in my bio. So click my picture twice. Go in the bio. It's right there. The Linktree link's right there. But we have the Magician and the Eight of Wands. The Magician is saying that you have everything you need. Everything you need. You're going to have the wands, the cups, the pentacles, the swords, this growth of abundance, consistent consistent access to it, success, power, innocence, protection. It does been developing my abilities. I love it so much. And it's going to come in. You're going to get messages out of the blue. You're going to get messages out of the blue. So if it is you doing your own like spiritual things, spiritual guidance, learning how to harness your sorry, I just got restricted. I got restricted because I was trying to direct somebody to go into the the bio, so we'll see what happens. Hey, Safa, Melody, I have some suspicions if someone has a girlfriend or not. I'm able, yeah, absolutely. We can ask that question and see what's going on with that. Not a problem, Safa. And we don't have anyone after, we just got done with Heather, so you are going to get your reading right away. But yeah, if you've been developing your abilities, you're going to get messages out of the blue, right? You're going to have claircognizance or clairvoyance or clairaudience, clairsentience, clair smelling, and clair taste. I don't remember what they're called. Safa, I got you, my love. So let's go ahead and do your reading. But what I'm going to do, because I am restricted, Brittany, I got you. Thank you so much, Brittany. I finally got you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are very, very, very welcome. All right, Brittany, I did get it, but Safa did get in there right before you. So we have Safa right now, and then we're going to do you right after. Now, Brittany, what I'm going to do is, because I got restricted, because this is why I have the board up and why I can't really say anything, because TikTok's on such a fucking rampage, dude, about like anyone saying anything about like going to a link tree, going in my bio, going in my link tree. They're restricting everybody. Okay. It's not just me. It's literally like they have their panties in a wad. Okay. No. You didn't know. I don't want you to feel bad about it at all. But what I'm trying to tell you right now is like, I'm going to have to restart the live so that I keep going into the algorithm. So make sure you have me followed because I have you next. I'm going to get off this live. I'm going to start a brand new live right away. You're going to see like, if you go on my page, like, oh, she's live again. So come on in. You got at least 5 minutes to get back in because we got to do Safas. But I just have to be able to like get back out into the algorithm. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for the follow. I'll be right back. Right back, guys. Follow me if you haven't followed me and join me on the next one, please. Okay. I'll be back. All right, Safa, give me just a moment. Let me do all the things to get back onto the TikTok. I fucking can't stand it, dude. It is so insane the amount in which they are restricting not just me but like everyone that does this work. Like they are really like they want the psychics off this platform. That's how they make me feel. It's okay, take your time. I appreciate you. They're so strict. They really are. Okay, so Safa, we're going to go ahead and do yours. We're going to see what's going on. I feel like I want to get a name. Can I just get, you can give the first initial, you can give the first name if you want, not the full one, not like it's first and last, middle, just the first or, okay, Dylan. Jen, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. All right, Britt, you're back. Yay. All right, we're doing Safa though right now. So we're doing Safa. Your timestamp is 1 hour, 53 minutes. Spirit, what does Safa need to know about love with Dylan? And is if there's a third party here? Spirit, wouldn't be anywhere else. You're so sweet. Hi, Judy. Welcome back. Spirit, what does Safa need to know about love with Dylan? And if there's a third party? Spirit, what does Safa need to know about love with Dylan? And if there's a third party? Let's see what's going on. Appeal not approved. Fuck right off. Sorry, that's TikTok didn't approve the appeal that I did for the last live. But Safa, immediately it feels like it doesn't necessarily feel like one specific person, like he's in a relationship, but it does make me feel like he's probably still on the apps, still looking around, still like doing the damn thing. It gives me a little bit of fuckboy vibes, but I don't get a super lot of fuckboy vibes. It just feels like I'm still playing the field, which for whatever reason, I feel like is fair. I feel like it's fair for him. I don't know. But we'll see what the cards have to say. We're going to shuffle one more time. It's because he reposts about a girl, and I'm like, what? So let's see. So we do have temperance. Hi, Trish. We do have temperance. Temperance is about patience. It's about growth. It's about balancing the spiritual with the physical. That's why there's the foot in the water here and the foot on land here. So this is something that is going to bring with it a lot of stability and balance into your life. But we do have the sun imagery that's between the two mountains here. So there is a tough go. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. But honestly, part of me wants to just be like, I know we're fucking around, but also I'm not serious about you. So why should I expect you to be serious about me? Like, it just feels like tit for tat almost. Reposting about a girlfriend too. Very interesting. Let's see. He might have a girlfriend. Wow, it's nothing but major arcana and a court card. Because you're new. You're the new one here. The Page of Wands is new, like a newbie, a beginner, somebody that's starting something. Words are hard. But we have the Moon, which is the card of deception, and the Tower right next to it. So the Tower is sudden change, sudden upheaval. Would be that, right? You saw them reposting, be like, who the fuck is that? You got a girlfriend? What the fuck? So there is some Tower here. This two couples here. Anna, thank you so much. I got you. Thank you, Anna. You're going to be after Brittany. Oh, snap. Grabs popcorn. But you can see here, these two cards, or these two people jumping out of this window here. Why? I have not done anything. I have not done anything. I got mine restricted again. I didn't say anything. Mari, thank you for liking the live. I literally didn't say anything about getting off the platform, so I have no idea why they restricted me just now. But the Tower is very much like sun change, sun upheaval. The Moon is deception. It can also be spirituality because it is Pisces. It's very Piscean. So spirituality is part of that, mental health part of that, but unseen circumstances and unknown enemies. And honestly, like if you stick around long enough, it's all going to come to a head in September with the eclipse, but you're going to gain wisdom and insight because of this situation. It's going to change your perspective. It's going to change, and it has changed your perspective of this person. And like, I start to see things for exactly how they are, not how I want them to be, just exactly how they are. So the Hanged One is saying like, I'm going to become enlightened because of this situation. I feel like you have investigator skills, but there also makes me feel like there's a friend of yours, maybe your sister even, that is also very skilled in the art of, are you cheating on me? Let me find out. Some FBI skills, not being in the FBI. I would trust this friend to look into this. And real quick, and she brought an antipasto salad. I love the more gender neutral cards. Me too. My sister was digging through his stuff last night. I think your sister will find some stuff. Carly, I got you. You're going to be after Anna. Thank you so much. And then we have death. Death is my favorite card. Death and rebirth. Letting go of what's not serving you so that you can bring in what belongs to you. What's really interesting about your cards is this two towers. These two towers are actually traditionally in tarot representing the Moon card, because the Moon card has two towers in it traditionally. So this is second reference of the Moon card, deception. So you probably are being deceived, okay? And you don't fucking need this person anyways. You got a life plan for yourself. You got goals. You got shit going on. You literally don't need this man to come in and fuck some shit up for you, okay? I would let him go. I'll let it go, but it does seem like there's a possibility of you like playing along with this till September, but probably not, because I feel like you're just gonna let this person go. But it's really interesting. Death is Scorpio. Scorpio is about sex, death and rebirth, sex, things like that. So other people's money, taxes is also. The card holder thing is really cool. My sister got it for me. I don't know if she's watching from the outskirts because I'm no longer on the algorithm, but she got this for me a couple of years back. I want to say in 2020, 2021, something along those lines. But my sister loves me and I love her. She's out there in the algorithm. I love you. All right, Safa, I hope that helped, though. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. You're very welcome. Oh, that just sucks. Oh, my God. I know. It's never fun. But I do feel like there is some deception happening. I mean, it's been referenced to a couple times in the reading, so there is probably something going on. Whether he has a full-blown girlfriend or he's still on those apps, you know. But I'm hoping the best for you. Let your sister do the work, okay? Let your sister do the investigation. Appeal not approved. You're ridiculous. TikTok, you're ridiculous. I didn't do anything. I wonder if they're like watching and seeing my sign. Like, I'm trying to survive in these streets, bro. Like, why are you doing this to us? It's fucking ridiculous. Brittany, we're not going to restart it. We're just going to continue because we got some people on the list anyway. So we're going to continue, and then probably before Carly's, we'll restart it unless we get another donation. So whoever's like my last donation without a donation under it, that's when I'll restart the live. But if you guys want to share me in the meantime, I think that will help. All right, Brittany, what's the topic matter of your reading? And thank you for your patience. Thank you so much for getting it done. I know it was a pain in the ass for a minute, but I do appreciate you, and I want you to know that. Thank you so much for sharing the live, Jen and Carly. Cinna, thank you so much for sharing the live. Sienna, I should say. It's Sienna. Cinna is because I watched Hunger Games recently. I just want to see what comes up. Just a lot going on in my life if possible. Yeah, we can do a general. Absolutely we can. If you can repost it too, I think you can repost lives. I don't know if you can because it's restricted, so that might not be an option right now. But if you can repost the live, do that as well, please, guys. I love you all endlessly. Thank you so much. All right, your timestamp is 2 hours and 2 minutes. Again, this is where you're going to be able to find your reading anytime you like. Remember today's date. Remember 2 hours, 2 minutes, and you'll be able to watch it anytime. Hi, Indra. Just taking some cleansing breaths here. All right, this is for Brittany. Brittany. Spirit, what does Brittany need to know? Whew. Spirit, what does Brittany need to know? Spirit, Brittany. Spirit, what does Brittany need to know? That's okay, Judy. Most people aren't resubscribing. I wonder if I can like shut it off at some point about subscribers, because I love my subscribers and it's great, but like, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessary, you know? But anyway, so Brittany, let's see. I just feel a lot. I know you said there's a lot happening, and I'm not trying to read too much, but it feels like I'm being like hit with a wrecking ball. It came in like a wreck. Oh, that was terrible. Came in like a wrecking ball. That was a little better, but still not good. But it just feels like it's like taken me by surprise almost. Like I didn't expect so many moving parts at once. Also, I want to let you know that you also have very big energy. Like the way that your energy just kind of like enveloped me, it's huge. So you're somebody who needs to take up space. You're somebody who needs to have your voice heard. You're somebody who has big energy. Empowerment. Absolutely, Carly. Absolutely. You have this big energy for a reason. Okay. I want you to use it in any way you see fit. Okay. Whatever you're concentrating, putting your energy into. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for being here and for that confirmation. It's going to be the last shuffle here. But I want you to trust yourself. I don't know if you do this work. I don't know if it's something that you just naturally have, like you kind of just know things, like, or you just have a sense of things. But I feel like you are an intuitive. We'll see what comes in through the cards, though. But I am intuitive. You feel like it to me, like a big intuitive. But the Three of Wands is here. The Three of Wands is success. Period. Okay, Brittany, you have success on your side. It's not here yet. You can see the ships. They're coming into port, but they are currently in the harbor. So things are coming in. So everything's in the works right now. It feels like I'm juggling. Like it literally feels like, and I don't even know how to juggle, but in my body, it just feels like I'm juggling. Like I want to keep doing this motion with my hands. Oh Lord, girl, anyone who doesn't see your worth or value, don't hang around. Don't even worry about them. Don't even worry about them because you're going to have the last laugh. This makes me feel like there's some friends out here it does feel like friendships to me for some reason, but it feels like somebody's like talking shit, or they're, expressing how they feel about a situation that ends up being really mean and callous, and making you feel like you're out in the cold and desolate, like you don't have a leg to stand on. This could be family as well, but it feels more like friendships to me. So let me know if that makes sense here. But this is something that is bringing a lot of anxiety into your life, a lot of anxiety. I can't feel comfortable in my own skin. I keep thinking about this situation that made me feel out in the cold and desolate, made me feel like I didn't have any value. And I just can't stop thinking about it. That's what this card is. But what's really interesting about the Nine of Swords is that you can take off these swords from the wall because you put them on there. You can decide to not worry about this. I know you can just choose to not worry about it. I know it sounds terrible, but it's true. Like you can say like, hey, I don't need you if you don't see who I am. If you don't see what I bring to the table, you don't see what I offer. What are you doing here anyways? Get out. Get out, leave right now. It's the end of you and me. Because you're on your way, dude. You are on your way. Don't worry about these people who pretend to care about you, your haters, if you will, because you have Judgment, which is a calling card, something that is fated for you. You're leveling up. You have the Magician. Everything you need, you have it. You have the wands, you have the cups, you have the swords, you have the pentacles, you have this growth of abundance. As above, so below. Manifest it. She is a manifester. She manifests everything in her life. Why do I want to tell you to make a dream board? Like, do a dream board where you like snip things out of magazines, you glue them to your dream board, and you're like, this is what I want. And you don't have to wait to the first of the year. And I know it's a big popular time to do that, but you don't have to do it. You can do it right now. You can go to the store, get your construction paper or, poster paper, a poster board, get the things you need and go and make it happen. Okay. Going through divorce, dating, book ghosted, have 2 kids, so moved, and I'm a teacher. So the success, a ghost recently. I feel like you're having more success than that. You're going to have more success in that because you're going to start to really level up. Again, there's something you're fated to that is allowing you to be fully you and have consistent access to whatever it is that you want to do. And then the 7 of Wands is the vantage card, at the right place at the right time, doing the right work. You have the upper hand. Ex cheated and I had to leave. Good for you. They didn't see your worth or value or they wouldn't have cheated on you. I know it's a nightmare situation, but things are going to improve. Don't even worry about this ghost person. Don't worry about them at all because they don't really, they're a blip. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it sucks. It's something that doesn't feel good by any means, but it's nothing for you to worry about. It's not a you problem. It's a them problem. Men who are afraid of quality women choose the cowardice way out, and that is by ghosting. People want women that are easy, and I'm the firm believer of fuck you. I'm not going to be easy. I will be exactly who I am, and you either take it or leave it. Period. And if you want to ghost, go ghost. You suck. You fucking suck. But go ghost. It's better in the long term anyways, because I don't want to get attached to somebody who's just going to leave out of nowhere. But Britt, things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. I promise you. You're going to level up, my friend. You're going to level up in a big way where no one can touch you. Your confidence, your strength, it's all there. So, Brittany, I hope that helps. I hope that gives you clarity. I hope it gives you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. And I do hope that gave you some clarity or insight, but I think you're going to be okay. So I might have got the friend part wrong, but you got this. Everything's going to be all right. All right. We have Anna. Anna, you are next, my love. What type of reading are we doing for you? And thank you so much for submitting your $15 donation. If you guys want to share the live, feel free to share the live. Liking the live is awesome, but we're restricted, so we're not going to go out to the algorithm anyways. So if you want to share, that's going to be the best thing to do in this particular case. All right, let's do a general reading. Your timestamp is 2 hours and 10 minutes. Again, you can check out your reading anytime you would like. Remember today's date and just remember 2 hours and 10 minutes. All right, for Anna. Spirit, what does Anna need to know? I feel like there's something exciting happening with you, Anna. I feel excited. I feel like butterflies in my stomach. It's not always a good thing. It means your nerves have turned on, but we'll see what's going on. Thank you, Carly, for sharing. Spirit, what does Anna need to know? What does Anna need to know? What does Anna need to know? I feel like I'm ready to take on this next chapter. I feel like my hand raising almost giving me like Hermione vibes of like, I know the answer. I know it type of thing, where it just feels like you may be very knowledgeable. You may have a lot of answers. You may retain information really well, especially because this hand being raised is the first time I ever got like a hand wanting to be raised. But it just feels like to me, I feel like there's like maybe I already went through the dark times and I'm coming out the other end, but I feel sunshine and rainbows with you. I feel good. So I don't know what's happening, but I feel good about it. But let's see. I want to do one more shuffle and then we will pull the cards here for you. Welcome back, Sylvia. We're still restricted though. All right. Okay. So there is something new you're taking on. Something new you're taking on. The Page of Wands is a newbie. They're starting something that's very transformative. This is psychic abilities because the fire signs are psychic abilities, whereas the cups, which is the water signs, are intuitive by using their empathy. They're more empathetic. They're reading into emotions. Where you may just have psychic abilities, clairsentience, which is feeling in the body, clairaudience, clairvoyance, whatever the clair nose and the mouth is. I always say that, but I don't remember it. Thank you for the confirmation there, Spirit. Spirit makes me burp for those of you who don't know to confirm, but there is some new action you're going to take that's going to be very transformative. You got to trust. You got to trust that everything's working for you because it is. All right. But the Two of Swords is here saying like, I feel like I'm having a tough time trusting myself, trusting what's going on. I almost get the like, don't see, don't hear, don't speak. What is that? What's the monkeys? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I think that's what it is. But I want you to know that you are protected when you ask your guides to protect you. Everyone has guides that are assigned to them. You have your ancestors. They're not assigned to you. They're just part of your lineage. They're part of your soul group. You have universe, your spirit to protect you. So if you feel like scared at all by doing any type of spiritual work, call in protection. Just call it in. They are going to protect you. In my personal experience, I have never encountered anything that was scary by any means. But we do have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is making sure that we are fulfilled. We are filling our own cup. We are saying like, this is my wants, these are my needs, and this is what's going to make me happy. So this is what's going to give me the energy I need to take on anything. So make sure that you are always filling your cup. And this can go for anyone. This is not just Anna here. This is literally anyone. Make sure that your cup is full because when somebody comes into your life and they need some of your cup, you have some to give. All right. It's your job to keep it full. Now, you got my favorite queen. I love her. When Salem doesn't come into a reading, they give me this card because you have luck on your side. I don't care what superstition says. Superstition was made by the patriarchy. How could something that's been worshipped for centuries be evil or bad? It's not. They just don't want you to hold on to your power. If you have a black cat, you're lucky. And they also are protective. They are protective animals, okay? So just know you have this light about you. You have a gravitational pull about you. You are catching people's eyes because that's who she is. She's someone who catches eyes. She's popular. She's ready to take on the next thing. She's not afraid of anything. She's absolutely thriving. Okay. I love this for you. This is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, traditionally Aries. But you're meant to stand up because you got two queens, my friend, two of them. So you have nothing but court cards and one major arcana card and one number card. But this is something that is going to allow you to transform that butterfly, boom, because you're fated to do it. You're being called up. You're probably going through a spiritual awakening where it feels like I'm in full alignment. I get to do what I want to do. I feel good in my body. So I don't know if you have a lot going on or not, but the thing that's important is that you get in connection with yourself and your guides and your ancestors and spirit, angels, if you wanna. Like, make an ancestral altar. Make sure your loved ones are full of water, full of food. Like, I'll show you my ancestral altar, which is right here. So I have a candle lit with 3 glasses of water, this apple here, and then we had breakfast together. I made them eggs this morning. So I made us eggs this morning. So just feed them, make sure that they have their needs met as well. But this is something you're fated to. You're leveling up. You're doing something you're called to do. So Anna, I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining us today and getting that donation in. Let me know if that made sense in the comment section there, my friend. Thank you. You're very welcome. All right, Carly, you are next. But before we do your reading, Carly, I am going to restart the live, but I want to give Anna a second to let me know if that resonated before I just restart the live. And then we will move forward with yours, my love. Hi, Sasa. Welcome in. So we're doing donated readings at this time, my friend. Donated readings, $15 donation for a 5-minute reading. All right. So it doesn't look like, possibly she might still be typing, but it doesn't look like Anna has replied, or maybe she got filtered. But we are going to stop this live because we are restricted on this live, and we are going to we're going to move on to a different one. So BRB. Thanks for the rose. It's so ridiculous. Let's see what goes on. Try it one more time. All right, my friends, we are back. We are doing donated readings at this time. If you're interested in a reading, I do psychic readings, mediumship readings, and human design readings. So if you are interested in any of those modalities, go ahead and send in a $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading. Absolutely, positively. But we are waiting for our friend Carly to come back because Carly sent in a donation. She's going to get her 6-minute reading for being a subscriber. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome back, my love. Thanks for joining us again. I appreciate you so much. And let's see. We're still waiting on Carly. Hi, Tiger Lily. Hi, my baby girl. And you guys are obsessed with that closet. There's nothing in there for you guys. I guess it's a new room to explore. All right, Carly is back. Heck yes. Hi, Carly. What type of reading are we doing for you? Thanks for coming back, my friend. Hi, pretty girl. How are you, sweetie? Oh, that's a sweet baby. No? Okay, I'll see you later. We're going to do a general reading here for Carly. Carly, we've got 6 minutes on your timer. Thanks for being a subscriber. And let's check it out. Thank you for sharing the live as well. Liking the live will be okay now because we are not restricted on this specific live. Your timestamp is 2 hours, 19 minutes, 30 seconds. And I do record all the readings here for you, so you'll have access to your readings anytime you would like. All right. For Carly. Spirit, what does Carly need to know? Spirit, what does our friend Carly need to know? Spirit, what does Carly need to know? What's going on? I feel like I'm literally feeling like on the other side of a chaotic situation, which might have to do with your mom and your children's father, but it could be with something else as well. Cute as heck. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you, Sylvia. But it just feels like I'm on the other side of this. Like, I feel like I'm finally like getting my shit together with this. I feel like I'm firm on my decision. I feel like my feet are firmly placed on the ground. So I do feel like this is something that is very transformative for me. I feel excited about the future. Like, that's how it feels in my body. It feels very excited about the future. It feels like the possibilities, I'm like ready for them no matter what they are. Hey, Jen, welcome back. Let's see what's going on with the cards though. Yes, taking back our power. Did you get this recently? I feel like you've gotten this card recently. If you have gotten this card more than once, just know it's a card to pay attention to. Hi, Dino. But this is a card saying that you're literally taking your power back. You're saying, hey, I don't care about anyone who's fucked with me before. I know that I'm standing firm and I'm standing strong. I got the star recently. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wishes and manifestations coming true. But I love this for you. Okay. This is really how I'm feeling. Like, I'm on the other side of it. I'm taking my power back. I'm not letting anyone tell me what my worth or my value is ever again. Interesting. I do want you to get your confidence more up though. Okay. I do think you're on the right track, but I do want you to get your confidence more up because it feels to me like there's days that I feel super confident and super good. I'm like, I'm great. And then other times I'm like, things are fine. It's all right. Whatever. But I never feel like down and out, even though the 5 of Cups is here. This is just like concentrating on the past and knowing like I'm getting out of that. I'm getting out of the past. I'm not letting it affect me anymore. But there is something here with deception as well. But just know like things are going to work out, but I need you to keep your confidence up every day. Every day. Fake it till you make it. I hate that saying. I hated it when I had low confidence. But the facts are it's honestly how you reprogram your brain, right? It's how you reprogram your brain to start firing correctly, start getting the right energies in, things like that. Even though it sucks to do, it's hard to do. And some days you're just like, I don't give a fuck. It is really how you reprogram your brain. Also, when I look at this, I want you to pay attention to where you are at in your cycle to know, like, is my energy low because I'm PMSing? Is my energy high because I just started my cycle, or like I just ended the actual like blood part. Sorry, guys, about it, but the moon is here. The moon is spirituality. It's deception, unseen enemies, unknown circumstances that's causing growth and evolution. That's also causing wisdom. I just started. Interesting you said this because I agree. So definitely, especially because you just started, really pay attention and like have a notebook, like a flow notebook, so that you can really find out like how your hormones are every time. And especially if you're not on birth control, it's going to be even better. But if you are on birth control, still do it. Okay. It doesn't matter. Hi, California B. But this is something that is going to be really transformative because you're learning something. So you're growing through deception. You're growing through the unseen circumstances. I got an app, Stardust, to help. I don't know what that app is. I assume it's a cycle app. I don't trust anything anymore. I literally just use a calendar, like a physical calendar. But we do also have the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. The 5 of Cups is like, yeah, it all spilled. Everything is what it is. There's no putting it back. There's, it's broken. Oh no, our table, it's broken. Like literally, like that's how that feels. The 5 of Cups. There's conflict. Something broke, but we're getting out of it. The Knight of Swords is not afraid of conflict, is not afraid to speak up and say what they mean or speak on their mind. They're not afraid to be uniquely them, even if it causes ripples, even if it causes waves. They don't give a shit. They're like, I want to say what I need to say, and then I swear I'll go away. Oh, that's a Slipknot song. Yes. What song is that? Push my fingers into my eyes. Oh, God. What is that song called? Push my fingers into my eyes. Oh, I can't remember. Jesus, he never meant to push his way inside. Yes, duality. Yes, I'm pretty positive that's what it is. Nostalgia for sure. God, I love like late 90s, early aughts, like fucking alternative rock. Oh, so good. Either way, we're going to continue here. We have the Queen of Swords. We're leveling up. Just saw them last year at Rocklahoma front row. Ow! So jealous. I've never seen Slipknot. Actually, I've seen so many other bands, but not Slipknot specifically. But the Queen of Swords is leveling up. She's in a playing field. She's even. She speaks her mind. She speaks the truth. That's why she's transparent. She speaks her truth. And then we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is stable, sturdy, accept everything for what it is. Right. Instead of seeing like trying to make it something different, we're going to be true to ourselves, and we're going to speak up when things are hard. We're going to speak up when things are easy too. We're going to use our voice because we are going to be firm in what our belief is. Also, there could be some income coming in, some money coming in because he's the richest king. California B, thank you so much for the follow. But thank you so much, Carly. I hope that made sense. I hope that gave you clarity. I hope it gave you insight. Thank you again for being here and for submitting your $15 donation to receive your 5-minute reading today. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen, I got invited to Slipknot a couple of years ago. One of my really good friends who I just fucking adore. Like this person in my life, I just feel so grateful she's in my life all the way. What, Selah? Let me know immediately. What is it? But like she invited me to Slipknot, but I couldn't go, so my brother went instead. But I've seen, I have acquired a man to go to the dealership. Yay! I mean, we need men sometimes, and one of the reasons is to make sure we don't get screwed at the dealership. I'm so glad to hear that. Always love to get a reading from you. It helps me move through this crazy world. Thank you so much. And he's a car guy. Yes, Selah. That's the right guy. That's the man you needed. There's a song and it's Ash Nico called Stupid, where it goes, I don't want a man. No, I don't need a man, but sometimes I want one though. I think it's Baby Tate or Young Tate who sings that with her. It's somebody Tate. I can't remember. That sings that long. It's like, so I don't need a man, but sometimes I want one though. Guys, listen to Ash Nico. She's so great. But the last real rock and roll concert I went to is Deftones, but I went to Halsey recently. I just went to Kesha on Saturday. Kesha, like, she had a roaring applause. Like, we literally applauded her for like 5 minutes, if not longer, like just straight. Right after she did Praying, which was an encore song she did. Literally, and nobody sang that any song louder than Praying. Like, oh, Deftones are my favorite. I fucking love Deftones. I swear random music lyrics is spirit talking. Happens to me all the time. Literally, like all the time. You'll see my readings. Like I get a lot of readings. I had somebody get Wrecking Ball just recently. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'd love to see Halsey. She was so great. She was so great. She actually did a special thing also that she didn't do anywhere else, only in Detroit. Thank you, Spirit. Which was she went to the B stage. So she walked off stage, came off on the side stage, walked down this. So it's an amphitheater. So like there's the hill and then there's the like the pavilion where I was at the pavilion. And then there's a walkway. So like the hill, the walkway, the pavilion. And she went down the walkway. She went on the B stage. And so she was 5 rows away from me. And she sang the only song that I wasn't familiar with. Every other song I knew. And she saw me not singing her song. And then she sang Darling. And then I knew every song, every word of that. She didn't look at me once. Not one time. But it's fine. I'll only live with that my whole life. I'm about to go listen to Slipknot now. Yes, do it. I want to double check and make sure it's duality. I'm pretty positive it is, but I just want to recheck. I push my fingers into my eyes. Literally, it just comes up. Yeah, it's duality, 100%. I thought it was when you said it. It sounded 100% right, but I just want to make sure because, I mean, I know quite a bit of Slipknot. I know quite a bit. All right, guys. So we are waiting on our next donation to come through. If you're interested in a reading, we do psychic readings, we do mediumship readings, we do human design readings. I love you so much, Carly. So if you're interested in a reading, feel free. You're going to get a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. Sorry, this is all mirrored. And so if you're interested in getting a psychic reading, a mediumship reading, or a human design reading, that is how you do it. All right. This is how you do it. Dun, 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 dun. You the best. You the best. You the best. But yeah, so there is no wait at this time. So you're going to get your reading right away. Right away. There is no wait. So get on the list. Come on, guys. We got time. I'm planning on being here for at least a half hour longer. So if you're interested in getting your reading right away, there is no wait. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. If you guys can do me the favor and just like the live, we're hemorrhaging numbers. Oh, which it happens. You know, this app, I really don't feel like it's designed for psychics anymore. Not that it ever was. It was designed just for people, but psychics were doing really well in this app. But specifically me, like I feel very targeted by TikTok. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. But maybe one day I'll break through. Maybe one day. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But liking the live is the only thing I can ask of you right now. Hi, Lacey. Because what happens when you like the live is I get further into the algorithm. Because I've had restrictions back to back to back, I think they are not really putting me out to the algorithm still. Thank you, Lacey, for reposting. I appreciate it. Corey, thank you for liking the live as well. You have a true gift. It needs to be shared with the world. Thank you, Jen. Manifest Melody, manifest it. I've been trying. I've been feeling this way for a while, to be honest, at least a year. Like literally, I'm not exaggerating. I've been feeling this way for at least a year. And I've been doing this work for 2.5 years. So I feel like I took a lot of time off because I got really, really sick, and then things just never got better. Thank you, Corey, for sharing. Thank you, Tate Mommy. Sylvia, I don't know why I said your screen name. Sylvia, thank you so much for reposting. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Yeah, you guys are killing it. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much. But anyone who's interested in a reading, feel free to get some clarity or insight by a psychic reading where you give me a topic and I pull the cards on it. I also channel a message as well during that reading. I also do mediumship readings where I connect with somebody who's passed away in the spiritual realm. And then I also do human design readings where it's a chart reading all about your energy. What type of energy do you personally have? How do you work with your specific type of energy? And how do you trust yourself when making decisions? Ew, 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 ew. No! No, 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 no. Fuck. How is this man even? I'm going to crash out. Fuck no. Fuck no. How is this person even available to come into my live? Why is it even inviting me? I don't fuck with that person. I hate that person. Oh my God. This is the abuser of my best friend. And now I accidentally invited him into my fucking reading? Ew. Disgusting. I fucking hate you, bitch. You about to be blocked. Fuck you forever. Good. Blocked him. What? How the fuck did he even, I followed him or something, which I didn't. That's crazy. That was bananas. This man that I accidentally invited because it says invite man's name to join the live as a guest, which I don't understand how he's even being invited or been on here to be invited. He abused my best friend. He literally took a knife and stabbed himself in the stomach because he wanted to try to hurt her. So no, thank you, motherfucker. How are you on here? Oh, that just gave me awful. God, now I have to tell her? I have to tell her that happened? This man stalked her for years after they broke up. Oh my God, instant rage, literally, this man messaged me one time and I was in line at McDonald's at the time because it wasn't anytime recent. It was in 2021, maybe 2022. Mercury retrograde out here showcasing its true colors. Yes, Kate, absolutely. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, girl. But literally he sent me a message because he had just done what I had literally said to you guys about literally taking the kniff and like raising it above his head like he was going to plunge it into her. And then he just plunged it into him like a fucking psychopath. And then he texted me because I was like, I'm not fucking with this person ever again. I hate this person. I don't want him in our lives. I stopped talking to her for almost a full year while they were dating because I hated him so much. And she wouldn't leave. And I know I'm telling a lot of information. I hope she's not listening. I love you if you are. You're my best friend in the whole world. I just like, this happened. This happened. Ugh, now I have to vent about it. But he messaged me. He's like, just if I could talk to you in person. No, you'll never talk to me in person. No, you block. Never contact me again. I called him a fucking monster. And then he went to my friend. It was like, am I a monster? Yes, you are. You're a fucking monster. But she said no to him. He's a fucking monster. Honestly, real friends set boundaries like that. You have to be there for your girl. Like we're best friends still to this day. When he left, I finally came back. But like he said to her, if I ever I also have to Melody. Like he literally said that to her. If I ever off you, I have to off Melody too. Oh my God, I cannot be tired today. Never mind. No, I got you. So I was like, this is too serious. This is too dangerous for me to even play with this type of energy. I'm not doing it. And so she, like, I had to ghost her for a second. It was around my birthday, to be honest. And I was like, I'm just really frustrated and I'll talk to you when I'm not frustrated anymore. And then our mutual friend died. R.I.P. Jovan. You a real one. And then we met up at his funeral. And I told her, that I still loved her because I do love her. She's my best friend in the whole world. I've known her for 25 plus years. And she didn't understand that I left because of him, but we had a whole, like, we talked about it in a lot of detail. But like, she was confused. And then like maybe a week later, he did it again, except he didn't stab himself this time. And she ran out of the house and called the cops on him. And then she finally dumped him. But they did it again. It's like, this motherfucker, turns out he loved the cocaine, oh, did you hear that crack? You get my drift. But apparently he was on that, so that's fun. It's a hard choice to make, absolutely. But I'm going to choose me every time. Every time. I love my friends. I have the best friends in the entire world. But if it comes down to my safety, choosing me, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. Goes get free jar materials. Want him to put him in a jar? I'll put him in a jar. I should put him in a jar now that he's randomly come in to get invited to come to my reading. Fuck you. Ooh, this man is terrible. Corey's laughing with us. I think she's laughing about the jar. But if you're interested in a reading, I'd be happy to give you a reading here, Amanda. It's a 5-minute reading that you will receive for your $15 donation. If you are interested in that reading, this is how you do it. That's how you do it. And you're going to be next. There is no wait at this time. So you're literally going to be next. Okay. Like how I switched to being so mad to be like, this is how we do it. God, I have to tell her that it happened. I don't want to have to tell her it happened. Mercury, why did you do this to me? I am going to tell her. I have to. Kate the Brave, thank you for the follow. I live for this bipolar energy. Like this got real chaotic real fast. I'm dreading I have to tell her now. Because now he'll be like, oh, Melody invited me into her live, which I didn't mean to do. I didn't mean to do that. Ugh. And then he might like pop up into her life again. Oh, I don't want him to. Stay the fuck away, motherfucker. Ugh. Okay, I'm done. I'm done getting into this energy. Ugh. Woo! All right. Moving on. Guys, who wants a reading? You want a reading? I do psychic readings. I do mediumship readings. I do human design readings. Make sure she's in a good place before you tell her, I think. Trauma can be stored real weird. Yeah, like literally, but sometimes my timing is just when it comes out of my mouth. Sometimes I literally don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. And I'm just like, I literally will think to myself before I start a conversation with somebody, if I'm waiting to tell them information, I'm like, I'm not going to tell them right now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for whatever to happen, like a result or whatever. And then I'm just like, here's the information. As a fellow channel, I totally get that. Thanks for understanding there, Kate. Yeah, it's a wild time. It's a wild time. Literal. Anyway, can you show your whiteboard? Yes, absolutely. I can show my whiteboard. I zoom in just a little so you can see it a little bit more clearly and read it a little bit better. But that's how you do it. That first links to my website. It's Human Design with Melody. That's what it's called. And if I have it up too long, I'm also afraid they're also like restricting me. Oh, thank you so much, Kate. Anytime you want to purchase, that's totally fine. There's never any pressure to have a reading here. I'm here hanging out with you guys doing readings. And that's my whole livelihood. It's my life. So I will be back. I'll be back on. I was going to be on at 10 a.m. tomorrow because I have to get my teethers cleaned. But I have 4. Well, I'm one of 4, but my best friends, there's 4 of us. There's 3 of them extra from me. 2 of them work at the same dental office, and one of them is the office manager, and she texted me to see if I wanted to come in earlier to get my teeth cleaned. So I might be on tomorrow. I might not be on tomorrow. So I'm just going to have to see how that goes. But typically, I'm on Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time to 2 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm starting to get my Sundays back as well. So I may be back on Sunday as too. So we'll see. We'll see what goes down. Thank you, Spirit, for being here. Love you. I literally had to go on my computer and type in TikTok.com and search that name to block them. It's so funny. All right, guys, let me know if you're interested in a reading. I do psychic readings. I do mediumship readings. I do human design readings. If you're interested in any type of reading, go ahead and submit your $15 donation. You're going to receive a 5-minute reading for your $15 donation. And it can be any topic you want. If you want to do cards, that's the topic reading. You go ahead and let me know what the topic is. I channel a message and I pull you some cards. I do mediumship readings as well, where I connect with somebody who's passed away in the spiritual realm. You tell me who you want to connect to using the relationship, and I connect to that person. Lastly, I do human design readings, which is my favorite modality. It's the best one because it's all about you and your energy and what type of energy you have, how you work with it, how you trust yourself when making decisions, because the brain is not a good place to make decisions. The body, girl, the body is where it's at to make those decisions. So if you're interested in any of those modalities, I have a vacancy right now. So you are going to get your reading right away. There is no wait. No wait in sight. So check it out. So I just make myself laugh all day. That's all I do. I come up here and I make myself laugh. I usually don't crash out, but I definitely crashed out this time. For good reason, though. Usually I'm chaotic, but I'm not crashing out. I feel like I just laughed like a goofy, like some sort of goofy. I feel like that was actually pretty good. Gosh. Am I doing this well? Damn. When it comes to Disney Scene It, I'm always goofy. Always goofy. movie's that from? Where's my arts graduates at? Well, it's High School Musical. Sharpay does it. All right, guys. I think I'm going to skedaddle just a little bit early today. So thanks for being here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I do feel like this is because I've been restricted, but we'll see what's going on. But thank you guys so much for being here today. Anyone who's liked the live, who sent me an antipasto salad or a tiny diny roar. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the reposts. Thank you for just hanging out with me today. Anyone who's donated for a reading, whoever's gotten a free reading, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. You guys are the reason that I get to be successful and do this as a living. So thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate it. Universe, you a dog in the best ways, need your friend. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here and be of service in this way. I can't wait for the Neptune app to come on because I will definitely be getting off this app and going to the Neptune app when it's ready. So just FYI. So thank you so much for letting me be of service in this way and bringing in the people that needed a reading. I really appreciate it. My angels, my ancestors, my guides. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for allowing me to be protected by you, loved by you, got knowledge from you, and also guidance from you. Thank you for allowing me to see you, feel you, and hear you. I feel so grateful that I get to do this work. So thank you so much for letting me do this and pulling in the right people who needed the reading. Hi, Tasha. Thanks for being here. And also, let's not forget our number one manifestation, which is we're so grateful for the downfall and the imprisonment of Donald J. Trump, Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, and the elected officials of the Republican Party. All right, guys. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Tasha, are you wanting a reading? You're crying. Do you want a reading? I can stay on if you want. Thank you guys for liking the live. We had Sylvia. We have Skin Money. There was somebody else who was liking the live as well, but I'm not sure who they were. They flipped so quick. I do, but I don't get paid till Thursday. That's okay. I'll be on Thursday. I don't got any plans that day. So other than to be here. So yeah, whenever you're ready, I got you, my girl. Mwah. I'll see you at 11 a.m. Eastern time to 2 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. That's when I'll be on. All right. I love you guys. I may or may not be on tomorrow. I'm going to play it by ear, but I'll definitely be on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Do subscriber only Saturdays. And who knows? I might be on a Sunday. We'll see. Love you all so much. And I'll see you on the next one. Okay. Bye.